to ask loaded questions on things that I've already answered, and you are doing so in such a gay tone of voice.
I'm calling out Satan. Proxy, you fucking whore.
Advice be to be like a crazy bitch in her 30s who's on methadone and totally just whacked out?
My advice, and I've said it many times, I will say it again because it applies even more here. My advice is full insemination.
What's up, chat? Welcome, celebrities. Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. The basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. I put that on my partner, I put that on my family. Oakland City represent, address me as your majesty. Yeah, you can kiss the ring, but you can never touch the crown. I spoke a million swisher blunts, and I ain't never coming down. Bitch, you ain't no Barbie, I see you working hard. Number 2, super size, hurry up, I'm starving. Darling, radical, on the block, I'm magical. Zany at your college campus, baggy full of Adderall. Call me if you need a fix, call me if you need a boost. See them other chicken heads, they don't ever leave the coop. I'm in the coop cruising, I got the stolen plate, serving all the fiends over there by the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm colder than the fridge and the freezer. I'm snatching all your bitches at my leisure. That's right, I'm snatching all your bitches at my leisure, effortlessly. One big chat full of bad bitches. Fendi, Prada. I'm looking like Madonna, but I'm flossing like Ivana. You know I keep that work in my trunk. Got my hand on the pump. If you wanna press your luck, I'm yelling freebie nasty till my throat is raspy. Young, rich, and flashy. I be where they cash me. You can't find that. I think you need a Google map. My pearl handle kitty cat will leave impression little bag. Now Google that. Groupies follow me like Twitter. I'm rolling up my catnip and shitting in your litter. Why you looking bitter? I be looking better. Well, you're bitter. I'm better, bitch. wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Them basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Oh, you bitch ass hoes out there.
The Lil Debbie of New Haven, and we ain't talking pastries, bitch. All right, people. What is up? What is up? What is up? Classic 2000 rap hit by Creation. And sorry, it's a few minutes late. I did some last minute panel hopping. Also, let me know if the sound of crickets and stuff in the background. I just realized that's a part of one of my little light things. I don't know. It's good. Yes, Stinky Bro. Yes. We were able to move past him whispering that time. Yes. Yes. Hallelujah. But I'm glad you're still thinking about it. Lala, welcome, welcome. Dave, what is good? Jim will be here soon. He just left Talcott's. Great. Yeah. I mean, I'm always down to chat with Jim. Anyway, welcome to episode 27 of season 2 of Celebrity Sunday. Coming at you weekly, every week at 6 o'clock now, because I'm a church bitch. Young, skinny, and rich. Dual streaming on Twitch. I went to the most beautiful church this morning. Let me just show you a picture of it. So I have 2 pictures. One's from it's a church that's been around since the 1800s. It was a beautiful Catholic church, and I did connect with the priest about taking classes, but they don't start until September. Outing to hey, Couple D. His tea levels. I just got this headband. I don't know. I'm trying to grow my bangs out, and it's not my favorite sensation. So I went to that little Korean boutique downtown on my way home. I got some little teddy bear socks. Serving the childish visual on a grown bitch. Is that wrong? I don't know. But I'm unemployed, dude. Keep up with things, mate. Well, how about I am even though me and Sticky Brew have our issues, sometimes when you think you might have lost someone, it gives you a new appreciation. And we didn't hear from him for a minute, and people were genuinely becoming concerned. Yes, Jack is currently steering Jim to sobriety, hopefully. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I truly feel more high sober and just getting closer to God than any drug. And that's really helped me. I'm almost on 3 weeks off of weed. I feel better every day. Ashes, hi. Everyone go sub to Ashes. She does awesome coverage. And stay tuned for some IRL collabs with us. And in other upcoming things, I'm starting a new podcast with my friend SJ Thompson, who owns ChristianApologetics.com. And she's a Catholic professor. And we used to debate many years ago when I was in my debate bro era, which is coming back, by the way. I stopped for a while because I was I know I can't smoke weed and also be able to recall facts quickly. And I haven't really had much of a desire to try to change people's opinions. I just want to connect and not necessarily fight over things. Welcome, Gamer. Gamer did a nice little pre-show there. But yeah, there's lots of people were streaming. I stopped by Jack's, talked to Jim up there for a moment. And I also stopped by Buff Weeb, who had iVixie on. So there's all kinds. I feel like it is the season of collaborations, okay? Lots coming up. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be joining the Quad Father. And today we've got Universal Jones in the house. Universal Jones has been doing awesome panels, doing awesome just posts in general, where he's been doing really cool psychological analysis of the strange phenomena that is BOYT, bottom of YouTube, where we find ourselves. But guess what, people? There might be a mass migration to TikTok. That's what I hear from the producers on the scene. I've been editing on there. I haven't tried going live on it yet. So yeah, Gamers back on pre-shows, all as well. I've been connecting with a lot of really awesome new people that I'm excited to collaborate with. So I'll be doing the first episode with SJ on Saturday. Time to be determined. I have to talk to her. And yeah, and then Wednesday at 8 on the quad. It's a whole new world when I'm with you. Welcome, Lala. TikTok battles are awesome. Nice. Yeah, I've heard of those, but the only like live streamer who I've even roughly followed on TikTok is Eugenia Cooney. Hopefully she's still alive, but one of the sickest people on the internet, honestly. She's been about 65 pounds for like 10 years, and it's very crazy that she's alive. But also what's crazy is that, I don't know if you guys remember, but I made a little prayer request. I guess it was like a couple months ago, and it was for my old roommate's dog, who I used to live with. Very sweet dog. Our dogs, you know, used to play together. It's one of my Brooklyn friends I go to visit sometimes. And I talked to her on the phone today, and I was almost afraid to ask about the dog because the dog is getting old. It's been around for a long time. And I didn't want to find out any like bad news or anything. But she was like, yeah, Deloba's had like a miraculous recovery because she had cancer, sepsis. She's had a leg, like truly been through the ringer. And she's truly just a ball of love, and animals are just so precious. And then guess freaking what? So I come out as like full-blown Christian, potentially Catholic, Eastern Orthodox. We're still bouncing between those, but they're, you know, somewhat similar. Mod gamer, the damned, or all this. I forget why I even. Well, I have to do it on my phone. I'll do it in a moment. But yeah, so I was really, really, really happy to see and hear that. And also I found out that I was like talking about saints and how meaningful that's been to me, reading about them. And she's still like agnostic, and she also works at like an AI company. So she had some really interesting takes on the current state of AI. And she's somewhat optimistic for some of the more ethical companies that are competing with OpenAI, which is run by Samuel Harris Altman. Six letters, just say. Although I did switch to thinking now that going back to maybe Trump is the Antichrist. I say that with many grains of salt because I don't freaking know, honestly. But yeah, so I was really hype about that. And I found out that she is actually related to Saint Francis of Assisi. I think it's how you say, you know, the full thing. But I was like, she was like, I don't know if you've heard of this one. And I was like, yo, that is like one of the big ones, you know? And I guess her, you know, her grandparents were like distant, you know, relatives of his. And I thought it was really interesting because she's always loved animals and had this kind of like special little miracle with her dog. And it was just cute. It was cute. But yeah, it's been another wacky week in Rubyland. Altman is Peter. Yeah, they're frightening people. These are definitely crazy times, and I did want to get into some of the Trump versus the Pope action. The Pope has been based as hell or heaven. I don't know if you guys follow his ex, but he's been dropping some very much banger tweets, and to the point where Trump has decided to pull funding from Catholic charities. And then his loyal minions, like Sean Hannity, literally are putting Trump first. And he said he's leaving the Catholic Church. And it just goes to show you how corrupt, you know, a lot of people in media are, and in politics. I mean, whatever, we all know this. There are some theological differences, but they're closer than they are different. Yeah, yes. And it's been tough because I really loved the Orthodox church I went to. But let me show you this absolutely stunning church that I went to today. So this is a picture of it, obviously from like, you know, maybe like 100 years ago or so. And it is just stunning. this is it now. And it's like, it's the first time I've gone to like a big, beautiful church, you know, and like a Catholic church like that. I'd gone to a smaller one, and, you know, there's like 5 people there. This one, there was too many people there to, like, people were standing. That entire church, which is huge, it was packed. And I was like, whoa, you know, it was pretty exciting to see. It was never a Catholic, but I never thought I'd see a Pope from the US, let alone the Midwest. Yeah, and also he is just, I don't know, I've been really enjoying, you know, the things he's been saying online and offline, and his message of unity and peace, because it's very desperately needed in these very, very strange times that we live in. Surreal, some might say. Haley, how's it going? Episode of Celebrity Death. It's so, I don't, it's really hard to understand or even believe. I keep like, you know, because I'll see things go viral on X about Trump post this or that, and I'm like, this probably isn't real. And then I'll look on his thing and I'm like, oh, okay, we're back to war crimes. That's, you know, belief system is true and it needs apologetics. I'm not really sure what you're saying. I mean, it's not like they're saying sorry. It's just like a branch of people who are invested intellectually in defending it. But that's a common misconception. But yeah, this is the show, and title is The Surreal Life. And I included a picture that is painted by Salvador Dali. He's the most famous of the surrealist painters of the, I believe, 1920s, 1940s, the Dadaist surrealist art movement. And he's also has some very cool religious paintings, but I'm not actually sure if his what his faith system is. But so there's a lot of beauty, and then there's Elijah Schaefer. He's really quadrupling down on being disgusting and hateful. And it's just, it disturbs me more than ever that these disgusting, horrific nightmare people adopt the label of Christianity when everything in their lives suggests otherwise, and they're obviously sowing the seeds of resentment. And it's fucking crazy. And this is another disturbing thing. Like, I saw a post by someone else that was like, you know, at least back in the day, like, at least women would watch like reality shows or bitch about that. And like, you know, it's like at least people consented to being in that. Now it's more common than ever for people to just snap pictures of random people living their lives, create narratives around it, and then post it publicly. So apparently he went out in the world, and because he is a gay pedophile, he was struggling with these fat bitches. And is it just engagement bait at this point? You know, like, does he actually believe this? No, they say sorry for being so unclear on the message. Sorry for being so unclear on who is they. I mean, from what I've encountered with SJ, she seems very clear on her message. And I do know that there's many, 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 many different interpretations of the ancient texts, Bible, theology, all of that, you know. So I'm not surprised if they sometimes disagree, you know. It's a bit of a non sequitur. Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. That is totally fine. We are okay with non sequiturs. And Pariah the Doll reposted this, and she's actually someone I followed who was like a relatively, you know, internet famous trans woman. And she recently detransitioned, and she posted this that the Pope did. And I thought this really nailed an issue that we're having, where we have so much impaired reality testing and people who are just, it's more easy than ever. And I think this is the issue with like a lot of people who go really dark online, is that they're more than ever, you can just fixate a little bubble of people who are going to encourage bad behavior in each other, and it becomes more socially acceptable. And in a lot of groups online, it's even admirable, like to cause discord, to go hurt people, to try to rile things up. OPC has gone off the deep end. Was he ever not? I don't know, but it does seem like things are getting worse with some people. Yeah, I like Fray. Hi, thank you. Trump is my personal lord here. Suffa Pope. What's up, Eric? Welcome. But this is what I want to do. When the simulation becomes the norm, it weakens the human capacity for discernment. And that's why every day I pray for discernment, to have a better command of myself, to check myself, to try to make sure that I'm living in line with certain principles. And hi, Jim. Hi, Marius. Yeah, I'm curious to hear about the rest of your conversation, because I only caught some of it, and I wasn't trying to diss you or anything. I just, I personally believe that you're better than that, in my opinion. But also I see a lot of, it's trendy to attack Jack. It's trendy to attack me. There's these things. It's very groupthink. It's very whatever. And I say that because there's rarely very specific criticism. It's just kind of like people lying and, exaggerating, being insane. And like there was someone in my Discord who was like playing both sides of like the whole whatever with the other people. I don't really care. Anyway. As a result, our social bonds close in upon themselves, forming self-referential circuits that no longer expose us to reality. And more than ever, people are a slave to comfort. They're a slave to entertainment, to disassociation. Why the frick wouldn't they be? It's very... we're in unprecedented times of like peace and prosperity for some, and very much not so the other. And it's disheartening at times, but I found for me, it does really help to just keep praying. And yesterday, I feel like I did engage with the drama a bit, and I did name call, which I regret, and I'd like to apologize for that. I find these situations very confusing and frustrating. And a lot of people are just spreading misinfo because of this incident I had with my ex, where I did end up calling the police this week, and I did file a case, and we'll be getting a restraining order. This is my third restraining order, and I'm realizing more and more as I talk to other content creators, this is the norm. This is the norm, because people don't have social skills anymore at all. They have no idea how bizarre and how really revealing it is of their being and their sadness and their weirdness. Like when people act, and it's really pathetic because you can tell like like they really feel super cool and tough by just randomly being awful online, Yes, Universal, we are cooked. And I don't have much structure for the show. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it because I woke up at 2 a.m., but I did get a good nap in. And I thought I could just go through some of the trending topics, do some panel action, get Yuji up here. We're going to talk about BOYT. And Jim, I'd obviously love to chat with you as well. But yeah, let me just read this. We thus come to live within bubbles impermeable to one another, feeling threatened by anyone who's different. We grow unaccustomed to encounter dialogue. And even minor differences in political or even theology will cause people to go full attack mode. And it seems like we're regressing into a more tribalistic state. And more than ever, there's no respect for the sanctity of life. Like right now, I've been really disturbed by the onslaught of attacks towards Erica Kirk. And you know what? I don't agree with her politics, bitch. I don't. And I wish I knew more about them, because all I see is a bunch of idiots who've never seen a woman crying in public, touching up her makeup, and think she's doing tear sticks. No, that's called you don't want them. It's actually quite literally the opposite. It's when you don't want your makeup to be ruined from tears, you will take a little dab, and she probably just had professional makeup, go like that. But people will just believe freaking anything as long as it confirms their worldview, their hate, their social group, and it's disturbing, you know. And I don't know, man. It's hard to understand. And Candace Owens, who I've probably liked, who I've been following on and off for years, you know, because I follow people of all political spectrums, even back when I was more locked in, like as a, you know, hardcore leftist. I would still follow other people because I was in the debate sphere, so I wanted to know how to debunk people. But, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, that led to me having some kind of nuanced views that do make it difficult, because when I interact with people, they tend to just assume a bunch of things. That's why I didn't even want the label of Christianity for a long time, because people make a bunch of insane assumptions about me, my life, my beliefs. And even if I am defensive of Erica Kirk, they're like, fuck you, conservative. And it's like, dude, this isn't about left or right. It's about having basic decency. Cool, Stevie. Yeah, I know. Sometimes people grieve weirdly. I would love to know about some like actual issues in Turning Point USA, her, you know, support for Israel and things of that nature. But all I see is a bunch of people dogpiling a widow. And Stevie, I know you struggle to have empathy for conservatives, but get real, dude. It's disgusting to me and tacky to be that critical of someone who is grieving publicly from their husband being assassinated. You know, I know in my own experiences with grief, I definitely acted weird. It is a very shocking situation to go through when you lose someone, especially in violent circumstances. And the fact that people don't have empathy for her family, you know, is sick to me. And it ultimately detracts from any valid criticism. And same, it's Courtney. I do have, yeah, I still feel very kind of politically homeless. The last time I took a test, I was like just kind of center or left. I might just be like a milquetoast, whatever, leftist person. Yeah, it was clearly a tissue. I know, it's not, no nuance, no, and it's just, Candace says a lot about her faith, but seems to get especially agitated when Erica talks about God. I know a lot of people, they get agitated when I talk about it because they think that because I'm saying this, it's coming from a place of where I want to position myself above people or think I'm better. I think I'm worse, people. I do not think I'm better at all. But it's been so profoundly impactful for me in my life, and it's what's on my mind. And I've always just openly shared what I've been going through on my channel. It's been many transformations, but I never want it to be like that way. And I think a lot of people have trauma from bad Christians and really sick people who, you know, take certain verses or bad translations or this or that, and you know, they're probably not super connected to God if they're trying to position themselves above, if they're trying to, if they're doing things that spread hate, divisiveness. That's because it's, for me, I feel like the more I pursue this path, the more I have love for, you know, even the worst people. Presley is here. It's fascinating that the man's death and the wife's response become content. Universal, if you want, like I said, this is fairly unstructured show, so if you want to come up, because yeah, it's that in itself is a very interesting conversation point to go down of what has happened to people that are so desensitized from consuming constant news and violence and all this crazy stuff, and it's become socially acceptable to watch others suffer, to watch people literally kill themselves for content. And there's people who want to expedite that, you know? And it's disturbing. Let me drop the link, but it's just going to be for you, Jay. No one else click it or I'm going to kick you. And then I'll do an open panel in a bit. I just wanted to go through some things on Twitter, but yeah, it's going to be a more panel-centric show. Well, thank you, Get Crack, for the 1157. Why are young males in love with a PFP? Oh, God. Let me stay in my empathy, okay? Listen, I think in a way it's actually kind of romantic. You know, it's kind of like that show Love is Blind, you know, where you fall for, maybe it's a fantasy of a person. You have an idea of what they look like. Yeah, ever so slightly. I did pick up on a little bit of that. And, oh yeah, wait, let me drop the link because I wanted to, let's get UJ up here. Can run one thing. Yes, VIP. Oh my God, is this about Jim? Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that was, I mean, I know, I don't like seeing anyone hurting, and romantic rejection and heartbreak is one of the worst pains you can go through in this world, you know? And I used to think that the whole, like, biblical, like, save yourself, blah, 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 all of that was just about control, you know? But it's like, especially in the past, it was basically just a very practical and wise decision, you know, especially if you're going to be having babies, and to build just like basic family units. And I had one other point. It's only for who? Well, I wanted to talk to UJ a bit, but you know, I mean, I'll see if, you know, if he wants to open it up too. Things can just get apocalypse, dude. I mean, I hate to see people who I both like, you know, having a negative interaction. And I sympathize because I know how much that hurts. And that's why for me, the last thing on my mind in this world whatsoever is dating, romance, sex, any of that. I'm still traumatized and working on the RO for the last one. So not super into that. If she's not worshiping you in Discord, she don't like you boys. If she drunk dials you to the point you have to delete Discord for most you, I like you. Jim is my bro, but limerence. That is very important. And some people wear their hearts on their sleeves, you know, and it's a good quality, but it does leave you kind of, you know, open to being wounded, you know, and falling for people who might not fully reciprocate or aren't on the same page. And sometimes you can develop feelings for someone whether you like it or not, you know. Jim is being weirdly into Gia for a while now. Yeah, I wasn't even, you know, I had taken a long break from watching BOYT, you know. Limerence only lasts 5-7 years. Yeah, so you only got like another half decade, Jim. You'll be fine. But I don't know. It's tough, and I'm not a guy, so I don't have as high of like a sex drive or that feel that, you know. I don't know. I think there's also just broadly the loneliness epidemic is more impactful for men because they tend to have less social bonds. Like a lot of female friendships basically border on romance in a lot of ways. Hey,
how are you?
Good. How's it going?
I'm good. Thanks for rolling out the red carpet. You didn't have to do that.
Well, no, I've been so hyped to talk to you because I've been loving your coverage and your analysis. And I think you're super on point. You are Dr. Boy. And I've also loved cuties in the chat.
Cuties in the chat, yeah.
For those who are ignorant, you've just been also, I mean, you're just on a roll. I love to see people in their creative element and like blossoming into that. And it's been super cool to see the direction you're taking things, you know? So
absolutely. Do you want me to do I have to cam up? Do you want me to, or am I cool?
Totally up to you. Yeah, I'm not someone who's like super, you know, strict about that because I know sometimes like camming up it takes more energy.
It does because you have to like remember you're on camera. So if I'm like doing something off on the side or whatever, I got to remember, oh wait, I'm looking. And you know, people are going to clip this and we're going to talk about this. You don't want to be caught frozen on camera looking crazy. But yeah, no, we're good though. We're good.
Yeah, and people will like pick apart facial like yeah.
Absolutely.
So I go every once in a while. I do call into shows Cam off, and it does have like a more relaxed kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, just chill. Yeah, cool. But yeah, what's on your mind? Yeah, I'm producing a lot of content around BOYT, trying different things to allow people to kind of consume it differently. And yeah, it's been pretty fun. I have to give a lot of credit to Get Crack. Get Crack he was really the person who said about a year and a half ago, like, UJ, you should really look at these spaces and talk about them from a psychological standpoint. And he started me off with the Thorpes, and I was like, absolutely not. I can't. I couldn't get into.
That's like a psychological nuclear bomb.
Yeah, it was just like it was too much. And then we ran into Ben Thorpe's. We ran into Ben Thorpe's mom's book, and I did one episode on that. And then the response to that was so weird. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna touch this for a while. So it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, you have more discretion than I do because I saw them and I was like, oh, let's instantly collab, and that's worked out how it worked out. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, Get Crack, he's quite knowledgeable. He's been around since I got into streaming, and he's pretty prolific in the chats, and he's also been a supporter of lots of small channels, which I appreciate. And it is truly fascinating, and I love that you're doing this analysis because it's like it's a microcosm, like you've said. It's like a microcosm of broader issues. So yeah, I'm curious, what have you been looking at recently? Like, what's been catching your attention?
Well, I've been in the midst of doxing and doxing culture. So I put a video out earlier today about it and what it looks like, and why is this becoming like a tool that a lot of people are starting to use openly, with no disregard at all. And I think that I think that there's a turning of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable culture, and there's boundary lines that are being thinned or completely erased to harm people online, and it's sick, man. I mean, you just talked about reconnecting with the higher power, and I think what we're seeing in BOYT is a lot of demonic behavior, unfortunately.
I mean, I don't know if you saw, but like I feel like I've been trying to stay out of the drama more than ever. I'm trying to be more careful with my words, more clear-minded, and more like in command, and it feels like that almost like accelerates the anger, and I have people who think it's very funny to antagonize my stalkers or to come to my house. People have gone to my brother's job, including this individual. They've come out and followed me when I'm out with my mom. I've been doxxed and smear campaigns, and I had no idea YouTube was this crazy.
Yeah, I think it's beyond YouTube, but this is your primary platform, so I understand that perspective. But really, what I think is happening, and this is my whole kind of premise with BOYT, is that we're having this blend of offline world and online world coming together, and there's not really a separation. I think in the early days of the internet, that as far as how we've utilized it, is almost 25 years old. So I think at the beginning of our usage of internet and social media, it was a place for people to kind of rediscover themselves and recreate who they are. And now we're at this point where people are being their true selves online. And these are the spaces that they can unmask themselves, because at work, with their families, in their communities, part of their groups, they're pretending to be the people that they're actually are not. And they come online to unleash all the beast on other people. It's very fascinating. And we all kind of find each other, right? So that's one thing I'm looking at. One more thing I'm looking at right now is that there is a crossover happening in several different BOYT communities happening right now. You're seeing like what I call Black BOYT, which is where I kind of come from, where you have like the Chaotic Truths and the John Galts and the Gospel of Bobs. And these folks are blending with the Thorpes and kind of like with your community, and the Dabble verses, kind of all this stuff is kind of merging, right? You see Dead Man's covering RLM and Orthodox guys involved, and Imperius is in the middle of all this. It's just like a whole crossover of nonsense happening at one time right now, which is
I know. Yeah, and like it truly is people. There's this idea I think that a lot of people have that like the internet isn't real life, and I think they use that as an excuse, and then the reinforcement socially from their peers, where they'll be applauded, if they get someone to crash out, or there's some creators who don't hesitate to seek their fans at individuals, and I've experienced that a bit myself, and it's been such a learning experience though, and like And in some ways, I have gratitude for it. You know, it's been a very, like I said, it's been a learning experience. But, you know, I've realized how poorly I've handled things in the past and how you just get stuck in this like loop of reacting to people reacting to drama, and it just never ends, you know?
You know, most people think BOYT is just drama. And I've tried my really hard in my writings and in some of my videos to say BOYT is not just about drama, it's just about the social engagement altogether. The drama is like the glue right now. Like it's the thing that kind of keeps us intact and paying attention. And that drama is fueled by what I call the universal goal, hence the name. But the universal goal is most humans are seeking significance, security, and belonging. And we do this in various different ways. In BOYT, we do this by connecting with communities. Like Discord is a very important tool in BOYT. And the reason for that is it's 24/7. You have access to the content creators. You have access to the people in the chat. And you have nonstop communication and information sharing. So a lot of people blame Discord and say Discord is the devil. And there may be a little bit, there may be some truth.
So is the seeds of Discord. It's in the name, you know?
It is in the name. But at the same time, I think that Discord can be a powerful tool as well if utilized the correct way. But in this space, there's so much, what I call the attention economy. There's so much currency and drama that Discord just becomes the blame factor, not actually the people and the characteristics that are happening. So yeah, it's very fascinating.
Yeah, and I've been trying to crack down on my own Discord because, you know, I try to be clear with my own audience that even if people are harassing me, I would really prefer for them to not reciprocate that behavior. And it's like, I feel like it should be enough for me to say that, but I've had people I've had to tell multiple times, like, who are like bragging about, they're like, oh, I'm going to go after Dalmatian Dog's family. And I'm like, what is wrong with you, dude? Like,
this is what drives a lot of content creators crazy is the community that you form. They take on kind of a hive mind behavior in response to you. They want to protect you. They want to love you. They want to support you. They want to see you keep going. And if you disappear, I think you were talking about this earlier today. If you disappear, people are like, where the heck did you go? And you might just be gone for like, you may just take like 3 days off, and next thing you know, people are like, whoa, like, but they want to be a part of your life. And, you know, we invite them in, and you've done a really good job at doing this for years now of inviting people in, and people know so much about, you know, you and who you are. And I think that people really feed on that. They want to see you win. They want to see you fall. They want to see your ups and downs. And there are creators who show all that, and then there's creators who don't. But yeah, it's definitely a thing. And I don't think you can control it, Ruby, to be honest with you. I think for your own mental health, even for mine, you have to let your community kind of do what they do. You can try to encourage different behavior, but they're going to do what they do. Like right now, I'm in the middle of like several beefs. Why does anybody beef with you, Jay? I have no idea. Like I'm like,
I always feel like the nicest random people, and I'm like
a teddy bear.
Like,
but people don't like me for various different reasons, right? And you know, I have my close circle, and they're like, no, we need to attack, we need to group up, and I'm like, no, I don't think we need to. But they're like, no, screw that, man, we're gonna go after these people, and I'm just like, all right, I can't stop it. You know, they're gonna do their own thing. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it is hard, but yeah, you can kind of like set standards, you know, in the same way that standards like dissolve in some communities. I do think there's a way to like raise it. I've been trying to be better about like banning or timing things out or not engaging as much in the drama as I used to. And my faith journey has been incredibly important in that, and just, you know, staying in prayer so that I can, you know, feel like I have enough emotional resolve and good feelings that I'm not as susceptible to like, you know, crashing out or name calling and all these things, you know, that aren't generally helpful and just kind of hurt my case, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot. And, you know, I think you know this, but I've shared openly, like I'm working on a PhD right now, and BOYT is kind of like the center of my focus for my dissertation. And, but awesome. I'm taking a different approach towards it. And because I have later plans to utilize some of what I'm seeing to help like schools and organizations and businesses as we continue to merge online and offline world. These places are gonna have to figure out what to do. So with that, what I have done is I've looked at, okay, as a content creator, you are kind of like a leader. Even when you don't want to be, you still have a huge responsibility, and that's going to weigh on your mental health. So, some of the content that I'm going to start producing here in the next couple of weeks is around like, how do the creators take care of themselves in the midst of all this? Because it can be a sick place. And, especially with some of the things that are going on with like the doxing and stuff, people are coming after people in unhealthy ways. And we have to take care of ourselves if we're going to be out here producing content. And really everybody has the ability to be a content creator. So I think it's really information for everyone. But definitely those people like yourself who put themselves out there.
Yeah, and it's like I find, that's always I've done my channel. I just believe in putting my skeletons out in the open, and that's why, I can't like be blackmailed. I'm not worried about things coming out. I just try to, just own it and be who I am and try to improve myself. But it's definitely affected my mental health, especially the last year and a half, dealing with people pulling up on me and then going after my family. The fact that it impacted my family,
yeah,
that super bothered me, because it's like I signed up for this, they didn't, and like now they're worried about whatever people are doing. And then I have people who will lie, like someone told Jeremy I was getting a restraining order and was going to sue him. That's not true. So then he said he's going to come bring a shotgun to my house with my stalker and OPC Don. And OPC Don feels the need to punish me because I said he was crazy for threatening Grace with a shotgun. And it's like, these people have come to my city with weapons and gone to my brother's job. So it's like, these are credible threats, but then they try to gaslight me like, oh, it's Karen. It's like, it's not Karen to take basic measures to protect myself. I've been dealing with my ex for 6 months. I begged him to stop. Give hundreds of chances, hundreds of outs, and some of these people, they're not interested in resolution or peace.
No.
They just want chaos,
Yes. Can we take a turn? That opened up a door to a conversation. Dating in BOYT. You have experience. I have experience.
Bro,
I have.
what a journey that is, dude. Oh my God.
This is what I will say, and we don't have to get into any details. I think both of our situations are documented enough.
Yeah, I know. It's like, well, there's people be curious.
I will say this. If you plan on dating anyone who is a content creator, make sure you understand that all your actions are susceptible to be shared with an audience. Your DMs, your intimate moments, your phone calls, your text message, whatever, it will and can be shared. So if you want to date
sexual details, like great, dude, it's
I'm not gonna say I don't recommend it because that'd be hypocritical. But I will say this, just be very mindful that you are sharing your partner with the world. And that's where I'll leave that.
Yeah. And it's definitely a weird scene. And it's like, I've had an issue with some people, developing feelings that were reciprocated. And that makes me feel bad. But then it can also turn to hate. There's that fine line between love and hate. And, I've just banning people from my chat. And one of them, I banned from my chat. He's like a regular troll. He used to send me like self-harm photos, like make fun of me. And I finally banned him. And so then I'm on another panel and he calls in and just starts lying and like being like, oh, you got to watch out for this one. She's going to get you. And Jack was like, what is she going to do exactly? And of course, there's no specifics whatsoever. Like,
it doesn't matter. The narrative always carries on. No, I mean, that's another thing that I would say, and this is beyond dating. When you are a content creator in BOYT, in these spaces, the narrative will carry on no matter what you do. You can try to shift and change the narrative, but man, it's gonna carry on and do what it does. Sometimes you gotta ride it out, and sometimes you have to, you might have to lay low a little bit and let it go. But it is going to be what it is, and people are going to talk, and that's just the reality of the situation.
And it's like I said, I'm trying to see these things as lessons and ways to work on myself. But it's hard to tell what's like genuine feedback and what's people just messing with you. There's so many people who just want the worst to happen because that's their entertainment. Their entertainment is like people stalking me or things going badly in my life, and like they want me to relapse or die, and it just gets so dark. People I've never met, you know, it is totally strange.
Bizarre.
And it's just sad. It's very indicative of like the times, the isolation that people are experiencing, and it does become like people's main social group in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah, absolutely. People are waiting. They can't wait to engage with you. Your next post, your next live, whatever. They're just. I don't want to say they're foaming at the mouth, but it can get like that for some people. Like they really want to know what's going on. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
I've noticed. I'm going to give a little context to the question. So I've noticed something over the last few years. This is before I even knew what BOYT was and all that stuff. But I've noticed like mainstream, like just entertainment, media, etc., is starting to come down to what I call BOYT level. And you're starting like one of the good examples, and I'm a guy, so this is definitely a dude's example, but like ESPN is a great example of this, where they used to wear suits and report the sports and all that. Now you see people in hoodies and like athleisure gear, and like they look like people that you just would like see out at the grocery store or out at the coffee shop or whatever. And you see this kind of like laissez-faire approach to society happening, which I think is the mainstream saying, hey, we're losing this battle to these communities, these smaller creators. We need to, conform and lean in. Have you noticed this in your world and what you see? I mean, you've been doing your own content for quite some time. Have you noticed the mainstream making a shift down towards our level?
I mean, I'd say so. And also it's just like such a, saturated sphere, and there's so many creators, and it's like on those smaller levels, it does get more connected. And then there's more resentment for like elites, and there's this distrust. So it's like people, want to seem more approachable, and like more connected to the audience in that way. And I've noticed that too as well. And I think also it's just part of like, people used to dress up to go out, and that's not like, if you look at pictures of like the 20s or 60s, even like people are just glammed up. They're wearing top hats and stuff. Yep. And now it's like, pajamas.
Roll out of bed and go.
Yeah. A lot of people, and I think people are just also, they're physically unhealthy. They're mentally unhealthy. Spiritually, like I think we're in an absolute spiritual and psychological crisis. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but there was just like another mass shooting today where there was 8 children.
Unfortunately, 8 children, man. Your own, and I think the guy has his own kids too. It's just sad. It's, I don't think we're at a loss of humanity, but I do think that there's been a lessening. Like there's been like a threshold that we've passed where people just don't care about much anymore. Like the standard is just being like weakened, and there's a lot of wickedness happening. And I think that people should be on a spiritual journey to help with this, because what else can you do? I mean, what else can you do to fight some of this nonsense that we're seeing? Yeah,
it's just like a lot of isolation, and the lockdowns. I think a lot of people got more online than, obviously more online than ever. And you start seeing that impact like social movements, and just the cycles of like, trends changing has gotten so accelerated that people's attention is just pulled in so many directions. And then, they have no attention span. Here's some amphetamines, and it's
take
the
a pill.
Overprescription. I'm in the process of getting off of a whole fucking pharmacy of medication, like, and it's no joke. And they don't really warn you about that. And I've had crazy side effects, and it's just such a mess, and there's so much corruption. And I do think that's why you're seeing an increase in the spiritual revival, because people are trying to lock in on what is real, what is true to them, and what is meaningful. And because there's so much lack of meaning everywhere. Like it's very disheartening.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's super disheartening, but we're here. And it's gonna keep happening. I think idolatry is going to be something we have to keep our eyes on moving forward, whether it's racial idolatry or things around other social dynamics. Pay close attention, because people are going to be seeking belonging, and they're going to be attaching themselves to things to make them feel better, unfortunately. So salute to Eric. Field research.
I just saw that. But yeah, it's it's really the wild, wild west still, and like the age of the internet. And we are, I don't know how old you are. I'm a millennial. I'm 36.
Yeah,
And,
I'm almost 40.
okay, so
I'm a geriatric millennial.
We're the test subjects of this,
Yes.
you know, the absolute changing of society on going purely digital. More people work from home than ever, and it's like all this convenience. It's like, oh, it's so great. We have more convenience, more convenience, more convenience. Let me use my brain less. You know, oh, now I get my food delivered. I don't have to go outside.
Yep.
Next thing you know, and I've experienced this myself, especially like, you know, when I was smoking weed more and stuff. It's just so easy to just lock in, want to tune out, and be like, all right, I'm home, want to turn my brain off. I don't want to make plans. Like, I'm tired, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
but I feel especially about like the youngest of the generation is it's crazy to see. And then you see the rise of like the characters like Clavicular, and
yeah, exactly.
to me, he is, I put it in the thumbnail, like the saddest man in the world. He was just, and it's really interesting to see, because it's like he's trying so hard to put out this image of like, look at, it's like so overcompensating.
Yeah, it's overdone. Yeah, I think we're going to see more extreme behaviors. I call people emotional extremists. We're going to see more of that happening, where people are overdoing it to compensate for the things that they did not have. Really growing up in childhood, to me, and this is where my psychological training comes in, a lot of this stuff stems back to childhood. People are seeking to fill gaps and holes that they did not receive, whether that was encouragement or they experienced some level of adversity or trauma in their childhood. Now that they're adults and they have options and they have access to the internet, they're utilizing this tool to fill these insecurities or these gaps or frustrations that they may have. And unfortunately, they'll do it through things like look maxing, things like trolling behaviors, things like attaching themselves to unhealthy people, like seeking approval. You know, one of the things that I've seen in BOYT is this thing that I call neurodivergent mercenaries, where people literally take advantage of people who have mental health challenges and encourage them to do dumb stuff like corn bomb things like that. Like, and you know, this person is a little autistic or a little bit on a spectrum somewhere, and yet you're still going to convince this person to do something heinous, and then they get in trouble for it and you sit back and laugh. Like, it's a very interesting thing that I've seen happen.
Yeah, that's like a lot of what the like lolcow culture is, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh, here's a mentally ill person online. Oh, they're acting cringe, or they said something offbeat. Let's take the worst interpretation of that, or, you know, use that as a justification to now cyberbully and gang suck this person on a mass level until they end up like Christian or like, you know, these other just very obviously troubled people who've just been ruined by the internet, you know, in a lot of ways. And but at the same time, on the flip side, it does offer a lot of support because you can connect with people who have very like niche issues, you know. So if you're, you know, bipolar junkie, just to have a random example, or something of that nature, it's easier to get people with those niche experiences. But then on another flip side, it causes even more tribalism, lack of understanding, lack of exposure to different ideas. All of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eric
said Zoomers and alphas are cooked. I don't know. I have a little hope for them. Now they're seeped in this. It's like fish in water. Like they don't know that they're wet, right? Mm-hmm. And because they're growing up with AI and virtual reality and screens everywhere and eye scans and finger scans. So it's not going to be anything new to them. I think they actually may be okay. The people who are going to be cooked are the people that Ruby was just talking about. The people who are being so lazy and they're not using these tools to develop themselves, they're just going along, like everything's going to be fine. We're going to see a huge gap of information, skill set, and talent amongst people. And the people who utilize it to help themselves are going to, I think we'll figure it out, we'll adjust. But the people who are just out here lollygagging and not paying attention, oh man, they're going to be in a world of hurt pretty soon. AI is taking a lot of jobs. I just seen a news story that Spirit Airlines is getting ready to shut down, which is funny because about a week ago they were just rated the #1 airline in America, which was surprising. But now they're about to go into bankruptcy. It's like like we are in a space where people are losing jobs, people are losing their mind, mental health is skyrocketed through the roof. There's a pill for everything or a shot. And here we are just trying to figure it all out on the internet.
Yeah. And I do think you're doing a very important service, because a lot of people, they'll experience things but maybe not have the words or understanding, and that can at least give them some critical thinking. And just the way the internet is designed, it's to evoke the biggest emotion, and usually that's a negative emotion. It's easier to trigger negative emotions, and if people aren't cognizant of that, and the fact that so many different massive companies are competing like tooth and nail for their attention and will do anything to get it, and causing rage does that, and people get stuck in just constantly being upset and angry, and it just exponentially gets worse.
Absolutely. And Silicon Valley is paying attention. They're paying very close attention to this. If you think that they're not looking at our sectors and paying attention to the engagements, you are very wrong, people. On one of my BOYT talks, and I do these talks every 2 weeks with a bunch of my internet homies, and we get together and we just kind of talk about these concepts and what's going on in BOYT. But there was a video that Get Crack shared with us from, I forgot the CEO's name, but ultimately he was just discussing and breaking down how if you have the skill set to be a creator like in BOYT, you're going to be so far ahead of the game than most people. Because like you just said, and you probably have this experience because you talked about your family. Like they probably think you're insane. They probably think that Ruby is a nutcase. She's got these people chasing her online, sending her stuff to her house, fighting her. They have no idea. And then you try to explain this to like your friends, and they're like, "What the hell are you in a cult?" Like it's weird to people, right? They don't understand this. But the people who do understand it are going to take huge advantage of it. And Silicon Valley is definitely looking at it. Like I don't talk about none of this with my actual friends because they're like, this guy.
They don't know. Yeah. I'm fortunate. My family's actually always been like super supportive. Like I've been weird my whole life, so they know me, they love me.
Yeah.
And they're just happy and thrilled that when I'm doing something that I care about. They used to come to my punk shows. Remember once my dad got pushed up against a wall during like a mosh pit. He used to tune my guitar when I was too drunk. Like wow. I have an unusual family though, and that's definitely
very
not
unique.
The norm at all. And thank God for that. That's been a huge source of support for me, especially going through some of these more complicated things. And it's like, and I hate that it's gotten to this point. And there was a moment where they didn't understand the severity of like some of the harassment, because it's hard to understand how people can be so obsessive like that,
Yeah.
And then ultimately now they're the ones sending me clips like, did you see this? Did you see that? And I'm like, I don't want to know. I don't want to. I get it. Crazy people are crazy. Like, I get it. I literally can't. Like, I'm at a point where I stopped watching a lot of coverage of me because I will just get triggered. I will get triggered. There's often something that, isn't true, or is just a rumor being repeated as fact, or this and that. And then it gets me in my emotions in a negative emotion, and it can ruin a night,
Yeah, it definitely can. I remember when someone called me Universal Jones in person. I almost fainted. It was like I was in shock because I was like, wait, what? And it was somebody, it's like a colleague of mine. I had no idea she even came across any of my content. And she was like, hey, Universal. I was like, oh crap. It kind of threw me off. So it's gonna happen to people. You will be identified with your screen name at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, I had that happen to me like at the bookstore once. Someone came in and was like, hey, Ruby, and that's not actually my legal name.
You're right.
Or the name I use at the bookstore generally. And my first feeling was just like fear, like what?
Yeah, like what?
And then I'm like, oh, you've seen my content. Hi. Or like when my coworkers, even my church people, and like I said, I try to be upfront. People ask about the channel. I'll just say like, yeah, I have a kind of like, kind of out there channel at times. I'm fairly open, and a lot of people are understanding. But it's definitely it's an odd feeling, and it makes you feel almost like seen naked or something like. Oh,
yeah, you've been exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a different world. But again, I think we're gonna get to a place where our screen names do become a part of our identity. And as we continue to move forward, that's how you will be identified. And I think you're going to see more people just out themselves and just be who they are online. I think that's something that we're going to see here in the next 4 to 5 years or so.
I hope so, because that's, especially when we're competing with AI videos, I think the big thing is going to be authenticity and trust with the audience, to know
Absolutely.
that like this is a person who's thinking who I can trust, especially when the new, like there's so many things that you can't trust or you don't feel are authentic, or it's someone trying to sell you something or do something or this or that. And it's always been important to me to be fairly upright. But I did, for a long time, I did my channel secretly because I wanted to be more expressing of like certain political views that weren't very popular at the time in my social groups. And I was in a music scene where being canceled and shunned was like a very real possibility, and like for me, it was like, issues around like trans sports or youth transition, like these really hot button issues. But I played in bands with a lot of people who were trans. And I remember thinking like, I kind of want to, explore some of these topics and like talk to people, but I don't want to get canceled yet. But I finally, everything's all merged now. Everyone knows the YouTube name, and I'm at a point where I don't care about that stuff as much anymore. And that's also a credit to, my faith journey and just feeling like I belong to Christ. So that's not, I don't feel this overwhelming need to belong to a social group. And also, by being myself, it fast tracks connection with other people who are, going to relate to me, and it sifts through people who aren't,
Yeah, absolutely. Uh-oh, hurricane is coming.
Another great content creator. I always enjoy his.
He should be watching WrestleMania right now. What is he doing on here? Huh?
Yes.
Well, Ruby, I have to go because I have a stream starting in about 6 minutes here, but I appreciate being able to come on your platform and talk about this. Maybe I'll come back in a few weeks or so. I do watch from the shadows most of the time, though. And it's good to, a year later, actually have a conversation with you. Our first interaction, you called me a fraud. We were in bad place together.
Honestly, like that and calling Mooncake a whore are like, those are like one of my 2 moments I regret the most, because it was just like me emotionally reacting out of control, insulting, and I've tried to be a lot more careful with my words, because it's like streaming rewards that bad behavior, and for a while I was just like whatever, everything, like
I didn't take it personal. It's all good. No, but that's nothing I've noticed in BOYT. Like after a while, this stuff just kind of goes away and people find themselves right back in a similar circle. So it is what it is, as we like to say on my side of the fence here. But again, appreciate you.
Iconic producer. Thank you so much for the gift, dude. Holy crap, another 20 gifted from Get Crack. And UJ, thank you so much for coming on. Everyone go subscribe. Someone can link his channel in the comments. Oh, Bethadone's here. Hi, Bethadone.
Hey, Bethadone. I think Crack might have it. Is he a mod?
I'll
send it to Burgess. Burgess can drop the link in the chat.
Okay, yeah, because I've really been enjoying your content, and I'm bummed I missed the last panel, but I'll try to make it out to the next one.
Oh, no worries at all. If you're around, well, I'll probably be on for a few hours tonight, so if you're around, feel free to come by. If not, always stop on through. You've been a good supporter of the work, and I appreciate that. So we're all good.
All right, awesome.
All right, take care, folks. See you later, Ruby.
See ya. Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you so much, Get Crack. Let's go. Get Crack, bringing the memberships back. We got the emojis on lock. We ain't going on TikTok, or maybe we are. It's not that very far. She don't even got a car. I don't know. I can't see Bethadone. Bethadone is not here. It's just her account getting a membership. Oh, because I was gonna say on StreamYard I couldn't see it, but it doesn't necessarily always go to someone who's in the chat. I've learned it's I don't know. I'm not exactly sure the mechanism, but yeah, Universal Jones, he's a really quality content creator, and I find this space to be psychologically fascinating. So it's really cool to hear from someone, who has more education on that to speak on it. So I do appreciate that. And, I appreciate people who've given me another chance after some rough first impressions, which, like I said, it's like, that's why I try to be more careful with my anger and words, because that's what I regret. That's what I feel embarrassed by. It's not, I don't know, acting like a fool or it's like when I'm mean, I get embarrassed by that because it's very out of control behavior, honestly, and it's cucked. It's bitch behavior. You know, it just is like a way of waving a flag around, like, look, I need attention. I'm unhealed. Let me vomit that on you. You know, so, but yeah, I've tried to make some progress on that. So, but yeah, I also, before I open up the panel, I did just want to kind of go through my X timeline, talk about Clavicular a bit, because he is the moment, is he not? Like, I haven't followed him super closely until his encounters in the last couple weeks became so much more extreme, and I think it was just this week that he overdosed on stream, and it was just such a surreal clip to see. And then, you know, his family did an intervention which did not go through and didn't end up going to his nightclub which he was upset about. And his whole thing is like, oh, I need to do all these drugs so that I can keep up this persona. You know, this is an important time in my life. And it's like, yeah, it's an important time not to die. It's an important time to go get that Bible from, well, Vicky, okay? Yeah, because he's layering drugs, and also with street pills are more dangerous than ever. They're like 80% pressed, fake pills laced with fentanyl. When I was in rehab, there was a kid there, 18 years old, young kid. He thought he was going in for a Xanax detox, and he popped for fentanyl, and they had to give him methadone. He didn't even know. So this is not the time to mess with that. If we're going to do a drug, I still, like, I have no issues with weed, really, and I'll, you know, probably engage at some point again, but I cannot rely on it how I was or use it to the extent I was, because it's just exasperating a lot of my mental health symptoms. Welcome, TK in the house, celebrity icon. I know DJs and rappers that did less drugs of him and died of ODs. Yeah. But, you know, when I was younger too, I also would layer drugs. Sometimes I would do 10 different drugs on top of each other. Like the last night I was a stripper, I did Molly, cocaine, Xanax, Adderall, Suboxone. I don't know. Too many. Way too many. And my whole thing was layering drugs, and it is so dangerous. And I truly feel like I've used up all my good luck in that department. You know, so no matter what, you know, I'm never going to go to any drug beyond maybe weed and the occasional Bud Light. But for now, I'm just trying to be locked in and not doing anything so I can fix my brain. That's how we lost River Phoenix in the 90s. Yeah, and that's how we've lost, like, I mean, so many, like, young musicians, and it's just really tragic, and it's such a horrific substance, and until you've experienced fentanyl withdrawal, there's no explaining. Okay, so more like 5 drugs at most. Okay, it's called being hyperbolic. And I'm not drug shaming, I'm humble bragging. Get it right. I'm trying to be like, look, I'm cool. I'm so cool. No more than 5. Okay, well, listen. I think there were other ones. I don't recall. It was before I was smoking crack, so it wasn't that. But it's just a lot of layering of substances, and it's super dangerous. Like, Ruby, you were a stripper? That's hot. LOL. If you're giving me to well, here's some lore. I was a stripper and a dominatrix. I was a stripper for only 2 weeks. I found it to be very traumatizing, actually. I mentioned I made a little clip recently about one of my worst experiences at the club, and I was not in a good position there. I was doing a shitload of substances. I'm not a good salesperson. I don't like making people feel like I'm trying to sell them something. And I thought being a stripper just meant like going on stage and people just throw money at you. And yes, there is that. And that part was actually fairly fun. But the real money is in lap dances. And all the girls who made money would go around, wanna dance? Oh, hey, baby, wanna dance? And the girls who made money were the ones who were willing to manipulate the fuck out of people, you know? And it also is just like very, I don't know. It's a lot of the girls there were also prostitutes. Luckily, that's a line I never crossed because it's way too squeamish. And then because it went so badly and I had so many horrible experiences, I left after 2 weeks, never went back. And that's when I became a Chatterbait model. And on Chatterbait, I quickly realized that my most profitable skill set was in doing femdom content, because I was fairly good at insulting people, I guess. I'm not shaming. I'm just saying what my experience was. I absolutely adore sex workers. I have a lot of friends who are still in the industry. And can we see pics of that church? Oh, do you want to see it? It's so beautiful. But yeah, when I talk about my experiences, it's just my experiences. For me, as someone who's an addict with various mental health issues, for me, it just accelerated. It just accelerated a lot of my addictions. It's how I was able to afford $200 a day habits and get to a place I was very sick. You are good at insulting people. Very entertaining. Thank you. And it's like I'm trying to lean less into that skill set because, like I said, truly, I think those are two things that make me cringe to think about. Is the things I said to Universal Jones and Mooncake on totally separate things that has nothing to do with any of their anything. This was a long time ago, dude. And I posted a video of some of the outside architecture because I walked through this little lot on my way home from the doctor the other day, and broke celebs only take shakes down dudes with money for your racks. Yep. When punk, drugs, sex work don't get you to the Bible. It's been a wild ride, people. Let me just check on some of these stats. Damn, a lap dance player. Okay. We were way funnier than that, but I'll let it slide since I haven't talked to you. I don't know. I've blocked a couple of the people who are just, only exist to derail and try to upset me. I have this issue where I just keep unblocking people who ultimately end up turning into these weird situations. So I'm trying to be a little more strict about that. Apologies, Tony. I'm sure you're upset and probably saying whatever. I hope you feel better, buddy. But yeah, isn't manipulation a part of cam modeling too? For me, it wasn't something I was comfortable with. Because I didn't like having these obsessed situations. And I really didn't even have that issue until YouTube is when I got stalkers. I did not have stalkers as a webcam model, which is odd. But I was very clear with people, very clear. And people who go for femdom, they know they're paying for a service. And there isn't as much emotional bonding. But that is a huge part of the industry is romance scams, love scams, lying, poaching. It is a messy, really crazy industry, and you've got to be really solid to navigate it. And I was not solid to navigate it, Hey, Junk, how's it going? Dude, Jack has patience because, I don't know. I'm starting to realize that, with certain people online, they're never going to really want to have, positive or healthy interactions, and I can't force that. And it's not good for my mental health to constantly be opening myself up to hate and people who are instigating, potentially dangerous situations. It does get scary for me. I know I'm a bitch. I'm a Karen. I live alone. I don't like people threatening to come to my house with guns. I know it's crazy. I know it's the craziest shit. But here we are. Dude, the Catholics know how to serve visual. They really do. I was raised Methodist, and my parents ran the church band, and I loved, I have a lot of positive memories of that. It's just such a different vibe. Oh, dude, there was so many. A big thing I did too was one of my specialties, my bread and butter, was tiny penis humiliation. And then I also had some really out there people. This guy still hits me up because I did this very weird, very specific. He would be all right, I want you to play the Power Rangers theme song, and then can you do jumping jacks because I used to sell custom content and he was a regular customer. It's play this weird song, do jumping jacks. He had a belly button fetish. So that was what he was into. Some had hair fetishes. They would just want brushed hair. Some, honestly, a lot of them just wanted some kind of connection or to relate to someone or to feel affirmed or to explore something sexually. Like, you know, it's not all like this absolutely wretched stuff. And I don't know. It's whatever. You know, it's part of my story. I've always been very open about it, which is funny when people are like, does Jack know about braces? Literally fucking everyone does. And I don't care. And I haven't cared for quite some time. Are you the one making BOYT AI porn to you? Oh! Wow! You remember a movie called Class? I don't know if I've seen that. It is a thing. I'm trying to think of some other like little juicy man. Well, there's other stuff I don't even really want to get into because it doesn't really anyway. Very niche stuff. But I personally feet. Feet is huge. Feet is huge. That's how every time I see Grace doing free like foot cam fetish stuff, I'm like, bitch, at least make money for it. Why are you doing this for free? Like, holy shit. But I won't even do foot stuff now. You know, I've refunded people who've asked for that. I don't just anything that's in that way. I've just, for my own personal reasons, have decided to not do, you know. All right, let me pull up my X. Is the sound effects in the background good or annoying? I'm just curious. I kind of like it. But I'm a big fan of like background noise. I don't like the sound of silence. I have him blocked so I can't see. I'm sure, I mean, you know, he's unwell in his own ways, and let's all just pray that Tony can have some peace in his heart and find things that he loves in this world instead of fixating on things that he hates. And, you know, God bless him, and I hope he can be well. And it's time for the 2-liter, baby. Just little zingers. It's just like they're usually not even creative or funny. And it's just so obvious. Like, we get it. You're a mega simp. And you'll literally debase yourself online to impress your sadistic succubus. But anyway, bless his soul. Bless his soul. Love feet. Oh, no, just saying feet. Did I just hit some algorithm where I'm going to get all the foot people? Ruby just broke the chat. I'm not naming names, okay? I feel very strong. I would not, you know, ever expose any of my former clients. Be careful on X. True. I do fall, like I said, I'm still friends with people who are in that industry, you know, and it's tough out there. It's very appealing, especially for me. I did have some health issues for a while that left me kind of bedridden for like a couple of years. So that was how I got by, you know, that was how I paid for my bills and how I paid for, you know, some of my initial college, which I obviously didn't finish. I don't want to trigger anyone. Oh, no. Well, I don't want to accidentally flash any adult content on the screen. So yeah, I'm reacquainting myself with the block button because, you know, it's just pointless. Most people don't tolerate that kind of stuff. And I guess I feel bad for these people. So I want them to still feel like they can contribute and be a part of the space. But it's like, it's kind of like walking into a party and just like screaming, like, look at me. I'm sad to the core. I'm sad. I'm sad. Like, that's what I'm hearing from it, you know, and I feel sorry for that. Being herself, I know, being my natural crazy self. Oh no, John, no. I didn't know she had unblocked. That makes you more. Yeah. I'm, you know, engaging with that flavor of insanity, the snafus, the killer Tonys, whoever else I blocked. People were reporting me, people who are just, you know, obviously bad faith. They're not here for, you know, anything that I'm interested in. And it just lowers the quality of the conversation, and it's just needlessly distracting, you know? It's just like every time I ban someone, they turn it, like when I banned Plate of Wings, he spent like a year clipping me and like sending it to all my ops and lying about me, spreading misinfo, going after my personal relationships. Banning people in chat is no joke. These people go crazy. I banned Edward, and he literally hopped on Jack's show to like warn Jack about me, which is crazy. But also Jack has a similar issue of like, he's been fairly nice to his haters as well. And you'd think that would maybe cool it down a bit, but it actually, with some people, they're just simply not interested in that. They just want to express their sadness and despair in the only way they know how, in a chat room. Would love for you to call in sometime, Tony, and hear your pathetic little high-pitched voice. That would be cool. Unlikely to happen, though, because you're a text cuck. They always have a lot to say in chat, and then they're like, hey, well, I mean, I guess he's not, you know, like going full shotgun content, but, you know, people who only want to insult me and try to hurt me and distract me, or I don't really know why I would want to interact with them, you know? And I'm done feeling bad for these people and unblocking them just because their lives are pitiful, you know? That's out of my control, and they're going to be pitiful, and they can do that in literally any other chat. There's lots of content creators, you know? Let me just go to my bookmarks, and I'm going to drop the link. I've been, I'm going on week 3 of being off of weed. My energy is through the roof. I have a lot of it. You know, that's why I've started calling into like 10 panels a day, including one panel that really, really, really hurt some people's fifis. To the point where they're she's trying to win us some panels. I'm gonna go. I'll show her. Yeah, sure. TK. It's truly, and it's, I don't know how they are embarrassed of this. Yes, I've literally screamed at him from the top of my lungs our last interaction because he calls over. I have hundreds in the thumbnail. I put 400 missed calls. Hundreds. You don't understand. And he leaves very long messages, which all get typed out. And when I've answered, I literally, the last time I screamed at him to give him one last warning. Call me again, and I'm going to the place. And I've said that like 500 times. He refuses to stop, was sending a bunch of packages to my house, and just saying a lot of very unhinged, threatening things that did actually make me feel unsafe. And then knowing that people are, you know, toying with him as an, you know, he's a psychotic person, and there's other really despaired, you know, unfortunate people like OPC Don who are trying to do something. Bro, I was on Chaotic Truth for 20 minutes and they weren't even in the chat. They weren't on the panel. 20 minutes. And they've already burned the bridge with Jack. I thought they were moving on to whatever, you know? That's... I even said, I was like, listen, if you want, like, I had no idea that I upset you so much that I called into Chaotic Truth for 20 minutes last week. You can have Chaotic Truth, but I call dibs on Jack. I think that's fair. And also, since I'm not an absolute fucking pussy, I don't care if they call him when I'm not there. Don't really care. You know? They're them, I'm me, do not care. I know, exactly. People just lie about me constantly. I called into Chaotic Truth for literally less than 20 minutes to comment on something because he was in my chat the night before and I was covering the Trump picture with Jesus. And he came in my chat and that, you know, kind of got him on my radar. So I went in his chat the next day and he was talking about that topic and saying things I disagreed with. So I'm popping off in chat and it's cucked to pop off in chat and not call in. So I called in for 20 minutes. It's not holding it. And I call into Jack a few times a week as well. They're fully welcome to. I just can't believe this is a real thing. I refuse to believe this is a real thing. I've always said, like, I'm not going to try to control who people collaborate with. Like, you know, I think people can make their own decisions. But I didn't know that they had, you know, control over Chaotic Truth's panels in such a way that they felt incredibly threatened. Okay. You've also heard of D-Dog and know he's insane. Yeah. Yeah, and he has said that he believes material items have feelings and thoughts and tell him to kill me. So it can be scary. I live alone and I don't have a car, so I walk around. It's crickets. It's like part of my. All right, I hate it. What the fuck is this shit? You can't say it. It's like, bro, like, sorry, we have a lot of content creators we both interact with, given that we collaborated and share a lot of our same audience and have a lot of the similar interests. Like, whoa. Guys, it's 419. Ruby's undershirt I need to hear. Oh, no! What? Wait, I'm removing my judgment. Who think the guy? I know, right? And this is a pattern of me giving the benefit of the doubt to people who don't deserve it. Tyler, hi. Even though I'm mad at you for the threats and not listening to me about that and did time you out for a week, I did miss you a little bit. Just saying it's possible to pull it on. Yes, but I'm positive. Trust me. It's not like I answer, it's him. I interact with him. He leaves messages that are very distinctly him. And he was like, if you don't answer, I'm gonna go stream. Okay, dude. Dude, but it doesn't matter. I want none of that. I want to be very strict. I want no one talking about harassing anyone, no one going after IRL, anyone's real lives, and absolutely not going after fucking families. Don't talk that kind of shit. At least not in my Discord. Take it elsewhere. I am fully against it. I do not want to act like how these people act because it's gross and I would feel guilty. I think, yeah, I was also warned about the Thorpes. I'm very stubborn. I like to make my own decisions. Is there anything that could have been said to stop you from connecting with him? That's a good question because, like I said, I am stubborn and like to make my own decisions about people. And that's why I've been praying for a lot more discernment. You know, I've definitely paid the price of making some bad judgment calls on people, you know. Even if you're just screwing on people, weaponize the shit. Yeah, and then it's just annoying. I don't like it. It's a rule, dude. And I even told you to stop. So, okay. Oh my god. What are you, Paro, rock hard, ready to go on panel? But yeah, obviously I've made some... You're talking to someone who was offered fentanyl and said yes. Crack, yes. Is there a confusion about my brain being broken? Obviously there's a fucking issue. But I am trying to be much more careful. What was weird to me is he chose to say, well, he was portraying himself much differently, and he had his incredibly kind moments, and he was a unique person. And when we met him for Ruffalo, he actually was fairly sweet, you know? And then I was dealing with heartbreak, and I don't always handle heartbreak well. And he was love bombing me at the time, and I made a horrible choice to meet up with him 3 times, and he's been harassing me for months now. But it's really hard to know, especially when you're new to meeting people online, what to believe, because so many people lie. I know people lie about me, so of course I'm going to be a little more sympathetic, you know. I just thought he was autistic. Alright, he's actually a covert narcissist psychopath with a lot of bloodlust. Careful with compliment. I know. Well, I filed a police report and going to get a restraining order Monday, so... That's true. That is true. Yes. And I mean, I had a boyfriend at the time during that. I actually got dumped for Ruvalo. Not because of D-Dog, but because of me and Lo. Nothing happened. Although you're banned because you're literally plotting to pull up and get your ass beat again, dude. Go and time out like a baby. All right, I'm glad you felt it, OPC. And Lolo, I wish you were different. You can be interesting to interact with. You're very mentally weird, and I am obviously drawn to mentally weird people. But unless I see like long-term change in behavior from you and know that you're not just a random simp that's weaponized by someone who hates you and accused you of sexual assault and tried to ruin your life many times, which I guess you have a life ruination fetish, am I right? Or is it, I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know what, yeah, that's why there was a time where I thought he would be okay to interact with, and that's why I ended up going to the content house, because I thought he would have some kind of basic humanity or things holding back, but no, you know, he was instantly fucking with me, shoving the Thorpes and the laptop in my face, screaming about my brother, to the point where I literally started becoming violent, so I got a hotel to get away from him, and Damius Octavius paid him $100 to come find me, and that resulted in the candy store incident. What? Why? Oh, it's a bummer. Well, literally just a week ago, he was on a group call with the Thorpes and Snafu talking about coming back to my city to fuck with me and break their restraining order. So this is what I mean. I have to stop allowing and unbanning these types because they're very, very mentally sick and have no morals or boundaries. They're just like totally dead inside, trying to get the most hit of drama so that they can feel a bolt of anything, you know? Anyway. Does he know I can't see it? Oh, I do have another Red Bull. Oh, it's kind of late for Red Bull, though. Where's my Diet Coke? Anyway. No, it does include him, and he was part of the court documents, as well as OPC9 and Jeremy, because part of the evidence was the fact that, you know, they had been sent to harass me in the past, and that's why it includes in the restraining order them sending their minions to fuck with me, because they do that, obviously. So, I'm... Time for 30 minutes. Shut up, bitch. Okay, little piano. How about that? What happened with PWR's channel? And also, I was actually, it was on the table to get an RO just for Lalo because he's obviously brain dead and will do anything to get incest pussy or whatever, or thigh. And, honestly, it's very confusing and odd. So she was BPD, but she had covert narcissist. There's actually the BPD and the covert narcissist are quite similar. But a big thing is that like internal, like D-Dog will say, I believe I'm God, and he'll say very like sick, blasphemous things, and he's truly psychotic. And I know some people literally think this is so weird, it can't be real, but yeah, life is fucking weird. Life is weird. I've made bad choices over and over and over. I mean, I just take it as a pathetic monster's last dying breaths. Like, I understand their lives are unraveling. Karma's a bitch. What are you gonna do? Except, truly, I do actually pray for them to be better. You know, she's a lesbian, ass maybe. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gay and celibate now, for all intents and purposes. Like, I'm not looking. I'm not interested. I'm in my female-centric era, and yeah, I'm good on all of that. It's really not recommended, you know, especially like tapering down on methadone, and it's just, it's not something I want right now at all, and I'm fairly traumatized from the last one. I know Lalo has a thing for the ladies, the elderly ladies, especially blind ones. It's just something. Oh, I didn't actually watch this, but I don't want to get into gay adoption. I don't know how I feel about it. Never mind. I don't want to. Damn, I bookmark a lot. See, here's something cute. Animals, baby. Can we just look at this horse protecting its person? I love animals. And I thought that was so cool that my my friend's related to St. Francis of Assisi. And, you know, she said she really does believe that, you know, people praying and having the little bit in their thoughts helped her, you know, get through this. So I was really happy to hear that. Yeah, I do think it's like he should probably, I don't know if the amphetamine is really helping him. He seems to be in a bad way. Oh yeah, what the fuck, dude?
The final curtain, my friend, I'll make it clear. I'll state
It's
my
the
case.
even Trump agrees it is the end times.
I've lived a life that's full, traveled each and every highway.
Oh, I want to see this cringe moment.
A bus full of chicks, you have all these parties going on. I finally turn up to say hello. There's not a single girl here. Where's the chicks at?
Well, we're getting serious. Well, we're getting out of business.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
Where's the girls at, bro? I thought you were living this fucking life. Every time I see you with a video, you're on a bus full of chicks. You have all these parties going on. I finally turn up to say hello.
Wait.
There's not a single girl here. Where's the chicks at?
Well,
Does he have a speech impediment? It's hard to believe or understand. I keep checking back on Truth Social, and it's very skewy. It's skewy. Whatever. Hey, Dusty, how's it going? Yeah, it's just, I do think, can we get Universal Jones to just do like a special on the psychology of Lalo and this epidemic of like deranged simps who are totally lost in life and willing to burn their future and everything that's meaningful in this world just to get ignored by a bitch who hates you and wants you dead? Okay. What's that? Like, what fetish is that? Life ruination fetish? Like, is it a dominatrix thing? I'm a woman of my word, you know. I'll toss the coin around again. Clav's friend Drago accidentally filmed him as signing contract. Yep, it's literally they're basically, no wonder he's hanging out with Tate. He's like, wait, you human traffic too? Oh no, wait though. I can't do his speech impediment or accent. This is so sad. These are the saddest. And do you know, they're so sad. They don't even want you to see inside of their sad eyes. Nikki. He's just a very troubled product of a very weird timeline, I would say. But his whole overdosing and the parents trying to do an intervention was, yeah, that was kind of it's just sad. Oh, and here's Sean Hannity. Let's hear it, buddy.
Who has openly condemned America's war in Iran while seemingly enjoying a public fight with President Trump.
What?
Let me give some context.
Yeah, and he's just like a dork, and he's like, well, I need to be on 8,000 drugs to interact, and it's like, it's just making you interact worse. You're literally like overdosing and having seizures all over the place. That's not, I mean, I guess that's unfortunately the state of content these days. It's what people want to see. But wow, good old opposite lands. No, it's the Pope who's just loving this fight with Trump. Is he? He's barely really. He's just said that peace is better than war. Maybe not war crimes. Like, who's enjoying the fight? No, Trump is. He lives to fight online. Like, come on, people. It's going to be a daytime comment, and this guy's going to. Hopefully, it doesn't hit us, But get right with God, This is just wow.
Like millions of Americans, I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school for 12 years. I even attended a seminary in high school, studied theology, Latin, went to Mass daily. But as of today, I no longer consider myself a Catholic. Where are the pointed words for Iran, this evil regime? The
thing is, the Pope's not supposed to take like political sides, but a message of peace and love. What the fuck?
Number one state sponsor of terror. The people that murdered 45,000 innocent protesters. Not a peep from Pope Leo. Iran is now set to, literally have 4 more protesters and hang them and kill them, including a woman. Nothing from Pope Leo.
Oh, Sean, I don't care about women.
Tortures them, rapes them, kills them. Nothing from the Pope. Iran backs terrorists in Iraq.
Terrorists, eh? Do you know what we're doing when we threaten fucking war crimes and pull this shit? Create more terrorists. Create more people who hate us. Buddy. What? Oh my God. Like, this is why I didn't watch the news for a long time. It's like, we truly are in the upset.
In Beirut, who have killed Americans for decades. Nothing from Pope Leo. Iran drops bombs on holy sites. It's in neighborhoods all over Israel, densely populated areas like Tel Aviv, and Pope Leo is not bothered to call them out by name.
Oh, going after civilians, huh? Wouldn't that be wrong? Also, P.S., he's literally an American.
And while the Pope condemns all nuclear weapons, especially on the anniversary of Hiroshima, I don't think we had a choice. Same with Nagasaki. It did end a war, did save a lot of American lives.
God forbid we have a modicum of respect for the civilians who were murdered. Yes, I know war is complicated. I don't have the fucking answers for the world, but like, you can still have empathy for all people. But he has to frame this as, the talking points are he's anti-Trump, anti-America. Let's defund the Catholics. You were nice until you had the Thorpes chase me around, dude. I just got off the airplane and went to nap, and he started shoving the Thorpes in my face as they yelled about how they want me to die like my dead brother in jail. That's not normal, dude. That is so beyond. And then you literally took money to come find me after I paid $200 to get a last-minute hotel to get away from you so that I wouldn't hurt you. And I said that explicitly. Like, why on earth would anyone tolerate that behavior? Your brain broken. And that's horrible. I hate death. I don't like it anywhere, you know? But when it's my president threatening the war crimes, obviously I know and I'm aware of that more so than the war crimes of other nations. I know everyone's fucked. Yeah, it's all, dude, yeah. He's just a baby. I was willing to have a semi-hostile but like functional, you know, cooperation with him. It could be fine to have a little spice, pushback. And the reason I thought he wasn't gonna be like that is because I remember, I think he like stood up for like Andrew Wilson's dead kid or something. And I was like, wait, does he have a heart in there? Okay, he probably won't, you know, go far like how the Thorpes do or do anything crazy, right? The second I get there, you're shoving them in my face, dude. He's just a meanie. Ooh, that just made me hungry. I need to get some protein cookie in my
He doesn't
face.
seem interested in ever referencing Iran's unrelenting.
And here is the rhetorical trick called whataboutism. Wait, he denounced our war crimes, but what about all the other war crimes, huh?
Pursuit of them. And I have a question for the Pope. Is it the right or wrong thing to prevent radical mullahs in Iran, again, the #1 state sponsor of terror, from ever having nuclear weapons? Today, President Trump raised this very important question. Take a look.
I like to preach the gospel. I'm all about the gospel, but I also know that you cannot let a certain country, which is a very mean-spirited country.
Mean-spirited, huh? Kind of like saying on Easter, hey, war crimes, fuck you.
They would use it.
The president is correct. The Pope is wrong
Because
on so many levels.
Extremely broken.
Perhaps
You
Leo's
refuse to get
judgment is
better.
clouded. After all, he has an old Twitter account. And by the way,
Exactly.
it is
It's
riddled
totally
with
misrepresented.
anti-Trump messages, including posts accusing Donald Trump of fueling racism and nativism, and other posts pushing for climate change and open borders. Ultimately, preventing Iran from getting a nuclear weapon is both moral and logical, and it could save potentially millions.
Okay, but maybe is there any way we could go about anything without threatening to murder civilians?
Millions of lives, and we won't burden our children and grandchildren with a nuclear-armed terrorist state. Now, sadly, the same cannot be said for the leadership today of the Catholic Church.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is very wild. All right, let me see what else I want to look at, and I'm going to drop the link in a moment to you. Oh, I always like this Carl Jung quote. Unless you learn to face your own shadows, you will continue to see them in others because the world outside of you is only a reflection of the world inside of you. And he has another one that's if you don't make the unconscious conscious, it'll direct your life and you'll call it fate. Until you've given yourself up to him, you will not have a real self. Keep back nothing. Nothing you have not given away will really be yours. Nothing in you that has not died will ever be raised from the dead. Look for yourself. You'll find in the long run only hatred, loneliness, despair, rage, ruin, decay. Look for Christ. You'll find him, and with him everything is thrown in. But yeah, I pulled up that tweet earlier. I thought it was very well written. Let's see what else is on the agenda before I drop the link. Let's see the latest. Killer.
Push that shit up. You don't have to, right? The audience is not
do. Yet you do. And anytime anything gets serious, you use that as a cloak to justify and hide your horrific nightmare practice of abusing mentally ill people You have Glammy's full on regressed to an infant. Everyone there is drunk. Half of them are now pregnant, talking about filming births. It's that whole universe is. And the main show, steak. Like, Keem is the lol cow. Brantley, Keem and Brantley, it's their relationship. That's what's interesting. I know he is a Satan. I mean, does it not look like he's streaming from hell? Yummy. Yeah, that's the issue. He's like incapable of honest reflection. And I hope that he grows out of that. He's super young, but it's really sad to see him ruin his whole future over someone who doesn't have any genuine interest in him besides using him as a lol cow and scrambling your brain and toying with you and accusing you of groping and like, I don't know, dude. I honestly, I don't know. I obviously don't think Grace is very trustworthy. So I don't know what to make. But you literally were just part of a group call about breaking a restraining order to come fuck with me this week, buddy. You're literally just like a satanic chaos agent, but I pray that you can find a better way to exist. Peace. Please redeem Lalo. Listen, I would I love turning enemies into friends. I actually do. And, you know, I've had fun interactions with Lalo on panel. We've had a lot of iconic panel moments together. Oop. Just my little... Oh, my God. Visual ruined. I enjoy turning enemies into friends. I find it satisfying. But he's not an honest person. He's not a genuine person. He's literally just like, he's one of the most broken, lost people I've ever met. They're skinny. I wish that would be, you know, I have a savior complex, okay? This is why I tried to get Grace to move into my litter box house because I saw a bitch in trouble and was like, hi, can I help you? And they've been stalking me and fucking with me ever since and wanting me to die. Like, god damn, no good deed goes unpunished in Boy, I tell you. He does look like a gay pirate. He needs to stop putting the shoe polish on his face. And he needs to acknowledge and accept being bald instead of wearing a bandana. Really? I mean, you know, whatever. It's, you can afford hair transplants, though. Like, if I was a guy and could afford that, I would just do that. Or if you're going to, like, hide it, why not just get a toupee? That's more common than ever for men to actually get like whatever. You know. Well, this is the thing. He's addicted to the intermittent reinforcement of them either hate bombing, love bombing, hate bombing, and he's in love with them. So, and she knows that, and that's why she has all these brain scrambled sims because she has no hesitation about using and abusing that to turn these people into lolcow maniacs. I mean, didn't smell great, but I actually don't have a very keen sense of smell because I used my nose for many drugs, many times. Long time. Big drugs. Dude, it was really bad when, you know, my brother had the cats here. It was summer. Like, I fresh off a relapse, obviously not in my best condition. Oh gosh, I can't watch because it's just gonna be in my head. It is. It's like I've been enjoying feeling peace in my soul, and I like that people have eyes on it and can, you know, tip me off if they're planning something. But that's it. I would really prefer to disassociate with them. I don't like that I'm associated with them. I don't think that I do the things they do, but it's definitely yeah, whatever. No regrets. Like, it definitely made for some interesting content, you know. I was watching Mark Fusion. I know she does, like, just sits in a dark room and tries to sell gambling to her autistic simps. I think that's vastly worse than being a webcam model, but like selling your soul. I think selling your soul and morals and ethics and being a terrible person is infinitely worse than being sexy online. Sully. I mean, I do feel more connected to a sense of peace and more clear than I have in years, honestly. It's not to say that I'm like correct, you know, or like I'm fixed or cured. Guess what, chat? I will disappoint you. Get ready. I will disappoint you again. Okay? I will, I'm sure. But I am at least trying to take more measures to be more cognizant and careful and be more discerning in my collaborations. Well, no, it's not the gamblers, but I do think that there's something gross about. I mean, I find it on par with being a drug dealer. I do. I find it on par with being a webcam model, a drug dealer, any of those things, or even someone who, like, I don't know. It's just like profiting off of an unfortunate situation, and gambling addiction is a huge thing. People lose their homes over it, and that's how these places make their money, you know, and it's dishonest. She plays with fake money, and it's just sad. Actually, yeah, I will drop the link. I don't know. I basically talked about what I wanted to talk about. I'll let this Keem clip roll, and but yeah, anyone can hit the link. Hey, all right.
Stupid.
This is
right.
By the way, this is TK's icon. Hey.
So, thing about Keemstar is Nightmare was.
You say I got here before.
Wait, one at a time, okay?
Did I beat somebody? Gamer, how the fuck
no,
did you do that?
I was in the middle of speaking and you derailed me.
Dude, dog, I literally hit it when it showed up, dog. That is honestly insane.
Anyways, where was I?
No, it's not anyways. Gamer.
Where was I want to talk about the Keemstar.
Let Gamer finish.
He was going to say something about Keemstar.
Nightmare streamed drumming videos on his own channel, and Keemstar didn't like that, and Keemstar made Nightmare delete his own YouTube channel.
Dude, Nightmare's, I'm sorry. How many fucking brands does that guy have? Like, he's.
What do you mean, the tattoos?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
It's
I mean, I would have did.
It's very Nixium.
It's funny if tattoos are easy to get.
Yeah, it's really funny when people mutilate themselves for temporary online attention.
I thought
definitely not transferred to any.
Why do you get so extreme, Gamer?
I thought Boogie was going to quit the LCU, but I don't know what Keem's manipulating him with or for putting in his head that's making him stay.
He runs him, he blackmails him. Like,
no, Ruby, actually, I did hear about it today when I was in the vehicle. My bad, I can talk about this. I do have a little bit of insight. They call it a golden handcuffs, I heard today. So Keem's locking them down with golden handcuffs to where it's called when you're giving somebody, you're having like your way to win is such a golden opportunity that you won't do other things. And so when you just ask why Boogie doesn't do anything, he's getting locked with golden handcuffs by Keem like this. Oh, if you just stay with me and do what I say, well, I'll give you gold. Look at what I get. Look at what I got. Yeah. And so that's and that just got brought up today. So Gamer, is that why you brought that up? Because, or were you just saying it willy-nilly?
That's why I bring a lot of things up, because I think Keemstar's got some control.
I just don't know how you got up here faster than me.
Yeah, Boogie wanted to quit because of Keemstar had people come into his house.
Okay.
I don't know what to believe when it comes to those plot lines, but also
a guy called Kalo.
Sure.
I've only been watching Lolcow Pit here and there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Boogie once chased him out of his house.
Thank you for that, guys. Ruby knows that I was never really. I understood what she meant the whole time. I never really drug her through the coals. I'm not like all these other guys. What frustrates me real quick, if I can say this, it hurts my feelings when I hear all these other dudes doing shit to Ruby, and then she'll bring it up nonchalant to where it almost feels like maybe I'm part of these same homies that are or like these guys that are kind of rude to her, and it's kind of like I get irritated because I'm like, do people think that I'm part of these fucking piece of shit that are like rude to her, like behind the scenes?
I mean, I've always said that I
Yeah.
don't think you are like
Yeah,
them.
and it's fine. I really don't care. It's just like when
I generally, you
say it,
just don't do the extra like weird like like we've obviously had our issues, but like the super extra stuff and like just being totally unhinged and strange, like it just
I did a bullshit stream, I think Thursday or Friday night, and I was like pissed that I heard dude showed back up. And then the next day I saw you had a stream where that fucking other Epsler, that pussy's names in the, you title it with his name and being like he's looking for clout or some shit. I'm like, God damn, homie. And that's why I kind of sent you a message being like, dude, I'm not part of, don't ever think that I even talk to these motherfucking, none of them. Honestly, nobody, none of them, dog. It's like, these guys are fucking weirdos.
Some of them, they have seemed to have gone off the deep end. Like OPC Don is officially mentally.
Yeah, I never knew OPC was capable of sending stalkers your way.
Because I called him crazy.
I think it's funny to joke about. And
he actually came to my brother's job with weapons, so it's like quite plausible.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And he's still on stream today denying it.
I know, but I do. I get it.
He denies everything.
The concrete gun part is fucking gonna be down. That's going down in history with the concrete gun, and then for me even being able to have one and being like, this is a concrete gun.
Unreal. It's wild, but
it's wild too. And real quick, sorry to even keep going. The GIF or like the thing they did with OPC with the shotgun, blood in his mouth, fucking picture is fucking priceless. Whoever did that,
yeah, I stole that.
I don't think it's
kind of looks like yeah, that pic kind of looks like he's been punched in the face and he's getting
that's him after falling off the scooter. You know, he's but like, what the fuck?
What does that mean?
Gentle little sheep, like, oh, I'm just a nice Christian guy, and next thing you know, he's like, great, like off.
What does I don't get what it meant even. Let's do some like. Okay,
it wasn't a threat because she wasn't responding to his mass amount.
There's no way it was a threat.
It was an implicit, obvious threat. It was an implicit, obvious threat.
That's psychotic.
I believe that. I mean, and he's gone forward with literally.
He's a small.
He's asking Jeremy to find D-Dog to attack Ruby, talking about punishing.
Okay, so I heard that. So real quick, and I hate to overtalk you because I don't know how long before.
No, I'm happy to have other people
pull it back up real quick. Can you pull that back up? And I'm not trying to dox or anything. The bottom unknown caller. So the bottom unknown caller on that little picture, the spelling of the name. That's not like, does he really not spell? Does he spell? So that's where I go. So are you fucking with us, Ruby?
No, it's auto typed for my voicemail.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's, and this happens to like even like my parents if they're doing like
because I saw that and I was like, this Ruby, are you playing us or not? Because I would have never thought your name was spelled like that. You know what's funny also is I've never even called you your proper name behind the scenes ever. I don't even know. It would come off weird. Even if I took you to dinner one night, I wouldn't even be like, hey. I would have to say Ruby.
Yeah, chat. My legal name is Aaron. It's true. Yeah. I'm an Irish girl, and it's like basically an open secret at this point. Everything's been doxed into oblivion.
I wasn't trying to say it, but when I saw it spelled like that, I go, "What the fuck is this AI generated?" But if you say that it did that, I got you.
Yeah, no, I
did. I was like, "Dang, what's she doing?" Tommy wants to take Ruby to dinner one night. Whatever, be one.
What that would be.
But the thing, gamer, now I was joking. You know, every time that you bring up, okay, I love how Lalo's behind again. This guy, what does he do? The thing with you, gamer, is you always tell her not to do what she wants. Like right now, I need that overcoat off, right? And so because that pink tie.
Not inside the building.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, here we go.
Downstairs. Will you please say yes? We just heard you answer, so.
I haven't even listened to these.
Will you answer, please?
But there's thousands.
His only redeeming factor is he has a crazy voice.
These are just the voicemails, people.
That's
it goes
insanity.
for fucking ever.
It's
Like
insanity.
it's
That's
beyond insanity. Like I've
never even went that hard in the paint, and I can consider myself maybe cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs after I get hammered. 400.
Oh my god,
dude!
When I say it's a lot, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a wild number.
I
So
know.
one voice- okay, so-
It's like that's why it's really easy. I just showed the police. I was like this, and I
She
don't.
just
Court is annoying. I don't want to
For
do
sure.
any of that. I really don't. I just finished 8,000 annoying court.
yeah, but
The
sometimes
last
you
thing I
have
want, but
choice.
he refuses to fuck off. It's
You know what's a good one, real quick, that I think, and we'll just say this for shits and giggles. We're definitely gonna play one in a second, BB one, especially if pussy
I watched
get
this play.
cracked.
I don't know.
Hold on, yeah, no, hold on. Wait. Well, let's pull LCU thing, and when get cracks bitch ass wants to donate 5 more gifteds, or anybody wants to donate 5 more gifteds, then we'll start playing fucking.
Oh my gosh, that's
We'll be playing Diamond Dallas Page fucking messages.
Speaking of
But,
Get Crack, he's also
Crack's
he's
a
also
fucking chump,
he
dude.
also follows me on Kick as well, and
Yeah,
I
dude, Get Crack's
now have a
fucking
sub button on Kick
clown.
now. I've got a
That's
sub
good. Good
button
for you.
on
Good
Kick.
for you. You that finally worked for you. No, I love it. Kicks worked out great. He Get Crack definitely helped me with that. But he's just such a fucking pansy. I can't stand that guy now. But everyone loves him. Tyler.
You don't like Get Crack now?
Yeah, I haven't liked him for probably about a month now. Since he fucking did a move where he told me if I don't shape up or ship out is what I got told pretty much by him. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Are you crazy? He said shape up or ship out. I know. You're going to say he didn't say it like that. 9 minutes behind. We got Lalo coming up. At the same time, let's go ahead and let's give a sneak peek on a voicemail real quick. We got links in chat. DDP.
Oh, I thought you meant links to person. I was like,
Yeah, you should play. Yeah, we're definitely gonna play some voicemails, and we have Lalo coming up. So, what we
Not
get?
Lalo.
Yes, we're redeeming him.
Why are we redeeming that guy?
I
That's
don't
just
know
gonna
why I'm
run
looking
back
at your
to-
Down syndrome dog.
how do I make? I don't want to act like.
Leave my little puppy alone, will you?
I'm sorry.
She's an older dog. Leave her alone.
I don't know how to make this louder. It's so.
It worked. It worked when you held up your mic.
Oh, it did. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do one. Oh.
Yeah, be careful when
Almost
playing
like
that on
that.
air.
Why do you say that right there?
Because I
Because we
feel
don't
good.
know
Like I don't generally like to do like exposés.
You're
on
a
people.
liar.
Yeah,
So-
no, it's
She
because
loves doing this. Look at her.
Nah.
She's in her. Okay.
it's because we don't want him coming up on here.
Can you hear it?
Well, we were.
Is this Aaron?
Is
Hello.
yeah, this is great. This is great.
iPhone speakers at the bottom.
Yeah, hold it up to all the speakers at the bottom of your phone, you freak.
It's
When did you get an iPhone? Look at all the speakers on the bottom of your phone. Don't
And
do
I
that.
still have
Suck.
issues
Don't
with
do
the
that
music.
face.
Why
The
is
bottom
that
of your
so
phone.
It's not. There's not showing me that
Oh my
keypad.
boys! She actually has a MacBook.
mean, it
too. Look
types
at
out
them
messages.
words.
There's thousands of these.
Okay, hold on. I can even read it. Hello, this is Dalmatian Dog's mother. Is this Aaron? Hello, I wonder if you are able to decipher the voices. I don't know. I don't think it shows voices. I think you just read text, right? When you don't answer, all right, you don't want to talk to me anymore. You don't want to talk to me tonight. I'll stop calling you, okay? I wish you would, though. I really wish you would, Aaron. I wish you would just pick up. I don't understand you. I get you tried right now. I just screamed for a while. It would be a fun call if you picked up, though. It would be the time of our life if you picked up. So pick up and have the time of our life with me. What the fuck? It really wouldn't be the time. It really wouldn't be the time of our life for you to answer. You really wouldn't enjoy talking to me. You would. So what's the problem? Just why? Don't you just tell me? Why are you too afraid to even tell me now what the problem is? You never used to be like this. I don't know. I'm vulnerable to you. I am at your will. I've been clear about how I feel. Please don't go to Florida, Aaron. Please don't go.
This is when I went to visit my grandparents.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I'm fully in. I get it. I fully get it. Okay. Unless you start to talk to me again, don't go. If you want to start to talk to me again, then I'll maybe be okay with you going. That's the bottom.
And this is, by the way, like 4 months after we'd been broken up.
It actually transcribed Aaron 2 different ways, FYI. Just to let you go.
Yeah, he did not want you going on IRL trips.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he didn't want to go. He didn't want to do it. I feel bad reading it because his voice is a lot better than mine, and I couldn't. Well, you know, you got them paraplegic wrists or whatever, so you're jitter all over the. You're like a little jitterbug. You're like a little.
Your voice is good, King.
No, you're a jerk.
Voice.
Okay, here we go. Hey, okay, gosh. Hey, just come hear my voice for a minute, please. I'd like you to hear my voice. Could you answer and listen to my voice? You won't even need to talk. You can just listen, please. Could you answer and listen to my voice? Okay. I'm going to get nothing from you, huh? I'm getting absolutely nothing from you. You're too tired. You're too high. And your mom is too than. Okay. Today or tomorrow. Just remember me, Aaron. I remember you. I always remember you. You know, it makes me sad to say. It makes me sad to say that you were so respectful. I wish I could go give you a hug. I desperately wish I could give you a hug and a kiss and a nice fat tap on your fat ass. A nice fat tap on your huge ass. Beautifully. Hold on, you're shaking all over the place, Mom. You're excited.
Stop me, I'm sorry.
Okay, beautiful thong. Miss your body. I miss whatever. I don't. I shouldn't even give you it. Hang up. Stop listening to me. It is really over. Hang up. Hang up then. You should hear my voice right now. I enjoy talking. It's so fun between us. I always think about you, Aaron. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop calling you now.
That
talk
wasn't
to you.
true.
Talk to you. Okay. That was it. How can somebody say they're going to stop talking to somebody and then say talk to you later? I'm going to stop talking to you now. If I could really dramatize this. If you weren't bopping it,
if he kept doing this,
bop it all over a little bit, so it's hard to read the sentences. I got it though. I got it, dude. I can do this. I'm reading it from the hip. Could you please tell me that you still care enough to answer the phone? And I'll be very respectful and kind. Okay, you're just evil now? All right. I guess I'll talk to you. I won't have another chance to talk to you. When will I get another chance to talk to you? Will you just please listen to me listen to me talk for 5 minutes? Just me talking. You don't have to say anything. Please. I'm begging you to answer. Just answer and listen to my voice over the phone. Say what I have to say, and then I'll move on. I'll stop calling. You never have to let me say what I want to say. And then I just need you to say, oh, I hear you. Are you hear me right now? Hang up if you hear me right now. Hang up if you're reading this. I know. I want to know. Like, what the fuck is this humiliation ritual communication? Now you're fuck Aaron? Is it real? Is it real between us? I couldn't feel it. You're borderline. You're a narcissist. Are you? You still feel it? You feel it? Aaron, between us, you fucking liar. You want to sit there and ignore me. Come be vulnerable with me again. And I promise you, I won't betray you. And you ever again. You betrayed each other. We betrayed each other. That was it. I can do that shit right from the. Look at your eyeballs. Is it get? Roobster loves this. Hold on. It's because it's my voice. I'm glad
that a lot of people have like doubts about the extremity of it, and it's like I let him do this for
It's
6
kind of
fucking months.
I get it a little bit. I get it a little, but I don't, because the awful in between, I'll say. There was a lot of crazy bullshit said in between, but now it's like almost like desperate time. But I'm like a horseshit dude, so I've been very crazy to a woman and then bounce back and be like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I miss you, let's be fucking whatever." But that's also such bitch behavior that I mean, I've been there, but I've been there on substances. I don't even know if is this guy high off fucking high C and fucking Game Boy Advance games? Isn't that all he did?
Squeal. He's unwell.
Yeah, I could only imagine how he actually sounds, dude, because I would be like, in mine is more of just like, fucking fuck you, Dan. We gave it a shot. Because he did something nice when he goes, "Be vulnerable with me again," because being vulnerable is what it is going to be if you're going to be in an online.
Yeah, and they say you
guys were vulnerable.
Order is his second one.
Yeah,
Like
and that is
maybe one of his.
You said something about being romantic earlier. That was gamer. I don't know what you said, but you said something about being vulnerable earlier when you said that you were falling for somebody's PFP. It was earlier in the stream, and I think that is what happens if you're gonna start talking to somebody online. You both are vulnerable, and so that is a romantic thing when you do that. And so I do feel like that's a decent part of what can happen, but it's the extra shit where it's like, okay, well, you're just not even. And then I don't know, if he was an addict and bounced all over the place, it'd be one thing. But he presents himself, I'm assuming, as not an addict, correct?
Well, he'll say I'm a drug addict, like to be an addict, but it's weed. And it's like, weed had a big impact. I didn't realize how much it was affecting. And he said that the weed makes him more like rageful. Which actually that
hold on real quick.
Oh,
we have two great cats back to back. We have Special K at 421. Tommy knows what it is to, no matter how much he doesn't get it, he is spot on. And then we have Nikki Ruby, play the video I sent you. Everyone will hear how crazy this is.
Well, everyone did, like, it's been
Do you know what I still remember from this day to this day is I was working in South Dakota, and he was doing a live stream and doing his crazy Russia shit, and you jumped on his live stream and you went like this, "I'm gonna make you a star." Do you remember that? Do you know it was an afternoon? It was an afternoon stream, dude, that not a lot of people were paying attention to. And you're like, "I'll give you my StreamYard. I'll give it," like way before all this shit.
Oh yeah, we were sharing a StreamYard for a moment. I guess
I do, and it's not a big deal. I'm not. It's just like I remembered. I was so mad that day. I was so mad, and I was so jealous so many times last year. And it's fine, whatever. I'm not trying to even bring that bullshit up. But like fucking, I remember you saying that. I'm like, fuck.
PWR responded to my post saying, "Why are you trying to screw Ruby's heat?" Is because I posted my before Celebrity Sunday gaming show in his show.
No, that's what you do, dude. You're doing a pre-show.
No, we've talked about it. I think it's totally. I think it can be beneficial to do a pre-show. Get people hype and ready, and I
knew exactly what you were doing, Gamer, when I saw it. To be fair,
let me pin the link.
Turn my camera on and I'll show the Discord.
Where
is that?
Here, while you're doing that, I can play a little snippet of something that has audio.
It's so fucking disgusting. You
There
are
you go.
a fucking disgusting whore. Instead of text me, instead of talk to me with what I could have done for her. Shut the fuck up, Keno. I don't give a fuck what you say, fucking faggot. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's the shit.
Ruby, Burgess, suck my dick, you faggot motherfucker.
We're getting cat shout outs.
Gamer of the Damn. She eats Gamer of the Damn. She eats fat guy shit for $30, for $15. She eats that guy's shit for $15.
I don't think he doesn't bring me up, and I love that.
Aaron?
I love that. I know exactly what stream you're talking about with that.
That was just a clip
that's one of my favorite. He definitely was a wild man when he would get like that.
He's asking me who am I?
Dalmatian or Ruby or Aaron, listen to my name or listen to my voice. He knows he must have this weird.
PWR just responded, who am I?
We're gonna get to you.
Yeah.
Wipe the smegma off your screen.
Yeah, look.
I know, player, but
we can't really see it. Your camera is a little blurry. It's what did you
It's
say?
fine. I've had schmegma on mine. Do it.
He said, "Who are you?"
I don't know. I can only
This is
see
what I responded to.
brother. It's
Can
not
you read
Yeah, I'll read it out. Why are you trying to screw Ruby's heat?
on your
That's what that
screen, bro.
says.
Oh,
Just
I mean,
pull
yeah,
your
I'll-
shirt
I
up,
can-
turn the cam off, breathe on it, and just wipe it out. And I'm being rude, bro. Or get like a glasses wipe player. I'm not
It is.
even being-
It's like it's just a little hard to.
Yeah, it's just, and then
see.
gamer. Know what's funny is there's an old pick of gamer somewhere that I watched from like 2 years ago, and he was always a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. He's always been gamer's always been gamer. It's one of my favorite things about him. When I saw that, I went like this: "Oh, this fucking guy's been him." The whole time. There it is. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, it looks better now.
And honestly, I do respect you, gamer. I have no disrespect for you, player.
Yeah, no, gamer's been
gorgeous.
chilling. He's also
I
been getting a lot of shit, like, you know.
Yeah,
Dude, the Grimm's Gallery guy is bonkers.
What is this? It's not a me thing. I thought it was a me thing.
No.
But it's an internet thing. It's just
Okay, so what do we? I need
who
context.
are you?
Who
I
are
see you
you?
said, "Who are you?"
PWR. That's the Canadian guy that was trying to
Hey.
fuck with the Thorbs. PWR, right?
Yeah, I had him on the channel just
Yeah.
recently. I really like him.
Should I tell him to come here or something?
Nope. Or yeah, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, no,
Humidity
he's-
on-
of course
yeah,
he's
bring
absolutely
anybody.
welcome. He's welcome.
Why would I say no? See, I turned into Stevie. I turned into Stevie real quick. No, no.
He doesn't say
Don't
no.
like that.
That was just.
Oh my goodness.
Stevie, have you really never watched the movie Class of Nukem High 2?
I
Sub-
saw that not the
Fuck.
second one. I
50
saw it
years ago?
Yeah, 50 exactly.
Yeah, dude. So there's a whole music video. Yeah,
All
there's a
right,
whole-
I'm gonna reply and tell him to come to Celebrity Sunday show.
yeah. Why not, dude?
Hang on.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, he's
I only brought it up to Stevie because I'm pretty sure Stevie's the only one that has actual class of good movies from the 90s or
Mhm.
80s. So I think I'm gonna buy that on VHS like tonight.
Yeah, PWR. He is a
OG box.
anti.
I love that shit. I was a trauma kid. I was a
My-
trauma video.
my
talk
younger
ranger
brother-
psycho.
Yeah, my younger brother met Lloyd Kaufman like years ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Guys, pictures.
Okay, so imagine us now talking how we talk. Ruby would think Lloyd Kaufman was like a satanic pedophile. Like we couldn't even be.
He was.
I'm like Nancy Reagan now. I'm like ready to shut it down. Crap.
Who's that? Who's Nancy Reagan?
You don't want to say
The
Nancy Reagan.
1980s
Nancy-
gangster rap lady.
That's where I want to prep people for where the direction.
You
we're
want to
going.
burn Tupac albums in the street?
Marilyn
Nancy
Manson.
had a reputation throughout Hollywood for giving good head back
Yeah.
in the day.
Really?
Yeah, Nancy Reagan. That's known.
Mhm.
I don't think she gives.
I mean,
Whatever. I don't even. Can we? I can't tell if we're
breaking
flirting
in
on
the streets
YouTube.
and
Stop this.
warming the sheets. I don't know.
Gamer. You gotta slow it down. Chat's gonna get fucking. We're gonna get
what was
funny
that one?
chatting, and I don't want you to get
Surf
mad.
Nazis must die. That's the other one.
7, 4, 17, 33, 7, 6. I gotta like do a numerology. Ruby, you went to actual churches that I brought up when you said that you were gonna go. And also thank you for sending that video of the books. That shit is crazy. That to me, like I don't see stuff like that. So that building, does it have something on the outside that says the date it was actually built?
Yeah, and it was like in
You
the
didn't
early
look, but it's fine.
1800s.
Yeah,
So
because
it's
I
been
brought
there
up
from- it was beautiful. It was super cool looking. Like,
the architecture makes no sense. You realize that, right?
look at that. Like
It's concrete. Them are concrete pillars, which is psychotic. Just even the top of the pillar where there's brown to the top where it's the crest stuff. Just to do that isn't. Do you think it's chiseled out of fucking? It's not chiseled.
dude, I don't know, but it was
That's what I'm saying. In 100 years ago, I have a
Yeah,
bunch of.
it's-
I have a book called "The Greater England Churches." From like 1903, like this old book, and it came with a bunch of pictures. I've shown it on stream once, and I have like sarcophagus or crypts from like 1742 that are underground in England, And the architecture is just and that's what I'd never thought of New Haven. And yet, when you've talked about Yale and New Haven, I never once put Skull and Bones and be like, oh my God, she's literally around so much architecture and shit that's so old that would be mind blowing to look at. And that's why
New England, and New England is just like England.
Just because it's called New England doesn't mean New England.
Wow, that's where the British were.
Oh my gosh, I gotta go cook some dinner real quick. Hammer, you just
what are you cooking for dinner? What are you cooking for dinner? Yeah.
Oh, bud. Know what I did? So no, I've been a weird guy this whole weekend with my food. I made homemade like a McFlurry, right, with the blender. Just some ice cream with Oreo. Did that. I got about 3 things to talk about. If we really want to talk real quick about like a fun night.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Then so I did that. The night that was, I was told that was the worst food. She said I gave her water, cookies and cream, which she's lying. She's just being an asshole. Either way, we watched this movie called Dust Bunny. Stevie, look up this movie called Dust Bunny. It's on HBO Max, dude. Okay. Especially a guy like Stevie, even Gamer, because I think it would Gamer or Ruby. If you're in, it's a fantasy movie, but it's rated R.
Sigourney Weaver.
I'm gonna see if the
yes, dude, yes, Sigourney Weaver, bro. I watched that with my kids. We both fucking were like kept our. We started at 6 a.m. this morning. It's called Dust Bunny. If you can throw the preview up, it's fucking.
I'm on it.
Dude, I watched this shit today. Check it out. I watched it with my
good movie after this. So I'm
Let's do it, dude.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on.
That's funny.
Sigourney aged pretty well.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the dust. What is dust?
What did you see?
Dust Bunny.
Check this out. Check
Dust
it out.
Rabbit.
Hold up. Keep it, dude. It's
Under my bed.
What do your parents think about monsters? Do they believe in them?
Did you know? Is that enough to kill a monster?
What makes you think I kill monsters?
You seem like you killed all it thinks.
Do you believe in monsters?
It's amazing.
You're a monster. She believe in you.
A monster didn't need your parents. Those were men. They came to kill me. Why would a monster eat your family? You seen something you shouldn't have seen?
I know it's real.
You think you know?
You think you know.
Her being here won't stop them. They will go right through her.
Yeah, whoever Sophia Sloan is, she's going to be at the.
You got the girl.
Awesome.
I got the girl.
Oh, that looks crazy.
It was awesome, and it's rated R. It's not even too violent. I watched it this morning. Kicked ass. It kicks ass. Pretty fun. Oh, have you even sorry. I was gonna get to the fucking movie previews because they're making a new Fokker. The fucking meet.
I was gonna. Yeah, actually, I will.
It was such a funny movie when I was younger. Dude.
Because I saw Ariana Grande. Fokker-in-law, beat the Fokker.
Don't worry.
Is it?
I test all the potential new family
Oh,
members
yes,
with
go
this
ahead.
machine. Is your name Olivia Jones?
Yes.
Polygraph test.
You love Henry Fokker?
Very much.
Do you have a positive
This shows that
impression
we're
of Henry's family so far?
Yes.
Hello.
Hey. Oh
my
God.
It's funny to be on the outside. Used to be in the hot seat.
Would you like to ask me some questions, Greg?
Okay, Olivia, do you think I hold Henry emotionally hostage? You should get a new gamer.
Yeah. You call him Wee Wee?
Wee Wee?
Is that like a joke about his Wee Wee?
Oh, nope, no jokes about Henry's little penis. I mean, not little,
You probably have more up-to-date info on it.
Oh
I
my
haven't seen it for a
God.
while, so
It's gonna be good.
All right.
Love a good TV joke.
What do you think of Olivia?
She's adorable, so smart.
We got the old cast.
Good boy.
He likes you. With one sniff, dogs can tell more about a person's character than a human could. I don't know if you were aware, Greg, but when we first met, I didn't think you were good enough for my pancake.
Yeah, I didn't notice.
But Olivia's a powerhouse.
People underestimate me, but actually, I was an FBI hostage negotiator. Badass.
Here comes the airplane.
I pull the strings of the hostage takers, like strategic, emotional puppetry. That's how I'm gonna free Henry from you, Greg.
Wait, Tyler, I think you misheard that. I don't think he even said that. I think he said he was an op. Or what did you say about the...
I think Tyler might be still going crazy from yesterday.
No, PWR definitely showed up and tried to beg for grace. It was long, but I didn't say it today.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know who PWR is, Playboy. We're watching movie trailers right now. We're having a nice time, Tyler. Are your biceps look great? How about this? Can I say your biceps look great? God. Odyssey is going to be fucking baller. I'm going to see that in the theater.
Tyler was crazy yesterday. We don't want to make him more crazy.
It's fine. I will. I don't. But what's the problem with calling somebody a Grace Sim? Jeez, I doubt I talk.
I know
like
you're. Listen, once upon a time, even I was a Grace Sim. Okay,
Yeah,
we've all had our moments. Okay, you know, it's who doesn't love a crazy bitch?
Special K. So Special K in chat. Honestly. So they were even making fun of Ben Stiller in selling his own soda. I didn't even know he was going to come back, and they showed him yesterday at the NBA playoffs. So this previews came out. They've been talking about a soda he's selling, and I'm like, oh, he's trying to make a comeback. Was Ben Stiller the man when you were younger?
I mean, I remember like Zoolander.
For sure, yeah, he was a fun
show. Yeah,
fucking Along Came Polly, all the shit. Right?
Yeah, no,
Meet the Parents was fucking nuts.
Awards.
Meet the Parents was fucking comedy gold for like this shit was hilarious.
Dodgeball.
Yeah, Dodgeball, all that shit was fucking. So when I saw that he actually is making this, and I think let's watch the preview. Let's let it go because it's fun. It's a fun little Caucasoid movie to me. Sorry.
And we know PWR. He is Team Ruby, but
Okay.
I'm just saying, we've all been there. Okay, there have been moments. We all
Yes,
have.
there's something about Mary is psychotic. Hilarious.
Vicky ever turned down?
I love the.
Tyler's so aggro. Why are you so aggro? Are you so mad?
Tropic Thunder. Holy fuck. Tropic Thunder was fucking hilarious, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Tropic Thunder might be one of the best movies of all time. Like with Tom and remembering Tom Cruise is the fucking bald guy. Tom Cruise is like the fat fucking like, oh, we're fucking out here.
Oh yeah.
And then learn all that little dumb shit. I'm the dude playing the dude. That's just like fucking crazy. Simple Jack. We can still say like gamer, don't go full gamer.
Oh man.
What do you mean don't go full gamer?
Wrong panel. Never go full gamer.
What do you mean don't go full gamer?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't go full dog.
Don't go full.
Oh my god.
What are we doing?
Oh my God, you baby birded Grandpa Jay. I'm
gonna ask Olivia to
marry me.
What?
Hey, you sure she's the one?
Dad.
Are you?
Why?
I'm a little worried about Henry. She's so innocent, and she's trained to manipulate people. I love the lengths that you go to for your mishpucha.
Mishpucha.
That means family in Yiddish.
I know.
I'm considering inviting Olivia into the circle of trust.
Look at the guns on this guy.
Well, thank you for noticing.
She can't just waltz in there. I worked my ass off to get in there.
Should be an interesting weekend.
Race to the end?
This is a perfect preview. I think it's perfect. Hilarious.
Ooh.
I thought this would be an opportunity to get to know me, to bond.
How do you bond with an emotional puppeteer? I won't be your little Pinocchio, Geppetto, evil Geppetto. I'm a real boy.
the hell's the matter with
A
you?
real
fucker?
boy.
Real boy. That's a
I
good
think they did good with that. I think
nice
they
little
did good.
feel good, like family.
Yeah,
there's
movie.
yeah, exactly for a family
King,
movie.
King, would
It's
you let Robert
Pinocchio's
Downey
line.
Jr.
I'm a real
play you?
boy. Sorry, let's get into LCU lore. I'm gonna head out here. We got 20 Grimm's. Nice. A 3-minute ultimate judge of Grimm's Galleries. This is awesome. B Slice, great work. Stevie, if real quick, do you mind if I can hear what Stevie was about to say before you hit play?
Oh,
What were you gonna say?
King, would you let Robert Downey Jr. play you in a movie?
Fuck yeah, dude. Especially over the top like that, like he did in Tropic Thunder.
Oh my
I'm
God.
Tommy King. I'm king. Fucking Tropic Thunder, Tommy King. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Thank you guys for letting me be here. I'm gonna have dinner real quick. Ruby, know that all you queers that are even harassing Ruby are fucking irritating. And I'm not no Stevie simp or gamer simp, but I might be a simp a little bit. But the thing is, we can be better as dudes that want these bitches to fucking pay attention to them or whatever. Or OPC. Know what? The only one that I would only redeem right now is Lalo. I'd give Lalo a half a chance. But not look at that. Look how cute he is, though. He's like a little fairy boy. Have you watched this? Have you watched his videos?
These are my
I hate that guy. I hate that.
Actually, hold on.
Either way,
Hold on. Joaquin is still here. I've been wanting to get into this. Everybody's going into the TikTok thing, right?
Okay.
You guys familiar with TikTok battles? You guys would be good at that. You can
I watched
talk to each
TikTok
other.
for watching suggestively close to legal women twerk.
Okay, but like TikTok
There's a
battles,
lot of
you
that on
can get
TikTok.
payouts.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Like
Okay.
you
Stevie,
just
real
watch
quick.
it
I watched
together.
Smile and Smile 2 today. Did you watch that?
What was it? Smile.
Smile and
I
Smile
don't
2.
remember that. I never watched the first one.
I only know the Beach Boys album. Hold on.
There's like the video is
Now
like
he's being a
all like,
jerk.
have like freaking
Yeah. I watched the horror. Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna
Oh, I know what you're
do
talking
stuff. Fake video drum fan over there bopping around. What does that mean? Did you clock me?
This is called the K-pop heart.
Da-
You know, it's like a
I see it now that you say it.
hello.
I'm not even mad at that.
It's
That's
like a
real.
one because I'm holding a cigarette.
I get it.
Otherwise, it's the other on the cat
I
ears.
get that. Okay, now with the way you hold it in your teeth, it's fucking intimidating. What a gangbang, Stevie. I get why you would obsess, dude. I'd whisper in her ear too, gamer.
Oh my goodness.
Stop it.
You know,
all right, y'all motherfuckers.
This is
So
a
it's-
new,
have a
new
great
year.
rest
We've
of
all made mistakes. Okay.
Say us some more. Yeah, I listen to ASMR a lot, so I probably don't notice the whispering sometimes.
I like some of the head, stuff or like cutting up. Like I like visual ASMR actually. When they're like,
I don't like it when they like run their fingers over like the microphone. That doesn't do anything for me. Or it's just too like
I should.
Like there's
do
certain
ASMR.
noises I like turning knobs on old TV sets or radios. That sounds cool, but
Yeah, it has to be
but
the
no,
right.
seriously, get into the TikTok thing. You make money. Like people can send you emojis and stuff. They send you roses. I don't know how much it is, but a lot of like smaller influencers said they'd help me out if I ever decide to get into that whole thing. I could.
Yeah, I started using TikTok. I made an account a while ago and never used it. I have like 9 followers on it, but I started editing on it because it just has better editing software than YouTube. So it's been on my radar, and people have been mentioning doing like a BOYT invasion of TikTok, and I mean, I think that would be. It's a new frontier, and
I
it
think
might
you
like,
would destroy those
algorithm.
guys in battles. Like it's basically a split screen. It's kind of like a panel, but it's split screen. It's you versus whoever, and if like someone's on your panel, like they're in your audience, they send you emojis. Okay, you pay for emojis beforehand, and you can send it to streamers. You can send it during live streams. It doesn't have to be during battles, but like you can send like galaxies are worth a lot. I don't know what the payout is, but like the higher if you win, I guess you do payouts. I don't remember exactly, but
No,
I kind
I'm
of hop
definitely
around
curious
on
to
that
check
stuff.
it out.
But I'll send you some links to some people that kind of do it. Like you can just like jump on randomly and just introduce yourself. But
All right. Yeah, no, I would like to do that. I also have been like, since I'm off weed, I've been more debatey, and more wanting to be like, let's go.
No, you can just like you can like it can be a person you can just talk to about random stuff. But yeah, no, there are some like shit talkers that'll be like, oh yeah, you think you're gonna get me? And stuff like, how, come on, somebody, like, you can send emojis like a puppy and stuff, and all. There's this, you have to see it to believe it. But like, yeah, I discovered it by accident by just going through different live streams and stuff, and then one just popped up, but yeah, they're really cool. But
nice. Yeah, I definitely want to try that. The only thing is I don't think it can hook up to StreamYard, because I was gonna see if I could just add it, but it wasn't like a thing. But I like
that I don't know. That I don't know about, but I was thinking if I ever did something like that, I would just like kind of screen record it, because I don't even think live streams on TikTok are permanent. I could be wrong though, but and yeah, there's panels on TikTok. There's hangout panels.
Everything you post on the internet is permanent.
Well, no,
sometimes live streams like they'll end, but yeah, if it's recorded.
But no, I've been on panels with people who had like 500,000 followers and stuff. Yeah, okay, I'll just shut up.
Yeah,
now.
well, I want to see this because this is a guy, he actually started coming after me because I kicked him out of my Discord for doxing. And it's like the whole reason Keemstar monitors my Discord and others, he says, is for safety reasons because of doxers. So when this moron does that, he's literally doing Keemstar a fucking favor. So it's unethical. And it's boosting Keemstar. I don't get how this moron doesn't get that. And it's also like he's making videos of me, like, as a trans person, I've never given a fuck about that, ever. Like, it's just like, okay, dude, that's really, you lack creativity. These are fucking AI videos, but let's see what this person said.
I just wanted to notify you that Grimm's Galleries, the guy that's been doxing everyone, somehow has changed his tune all of a sudden. And this is wild. He said, pass it up to Keem. If he leaves me alone, I'll leave him alone. And we now know that he doxed Nail Slammer that resulted in him getting swatted.
Oh, God.
That is such a strange turnaround. I wonder what happened. Does anybody want to know what happened?
I do. What happened?
Well, Mr. Grimm Galleries, who has doxed multiple hosts and who's been spamming people's personal information in chats, got confronted with Keemstar today.
Oh. Wait.
And, I asked him if he still worked at the airport, and he was a little confused by that. And then I just sent him his public LinkedIn that I found. And things switched up real quick. Because remember, this is the guy that is reporting me to the labor board, right?
Well, I mean, if he's doing one thing, that's okay. Like, honestly, he's obviously exploiting.
I guess I owe the IRS all this money, and I'm just doing everything.
Probably you are kind of like a criminal Satanist sadist, but
thing all wrong. And he
yes, you are doing everything wrong, Keemstar.
Thinks because he anonymously reported me that he's going to get a big bag on the returns.
Yeah.
But he's changed his tune, and he no longer would like to mess with everybody in the LCU. Again, remember, this is the guy that doxed Nail Slammer that resulted in him getting swatted and his dogs being killed.
Yep. Fuck him.
Horrific.
But I will say this, Grimm, I tried to send you a message, but you've unfriended everyone. You seem to be like running away now, scared, and you want nothing to do.
Also, I love how Keemstar has like no better drama than going after someone who has like 30 subs and is obviously like psychotic. But like, yeah, the doxing was out of control. But as Keemstar, he's basically saying it was him, right? Like, that's what I'm receiving. And he's doxing his own employees for way less. And he's very much, I'm gonna get my lick. I'm gonna get revenge. Like, wow, 2 doxes don't make her right, But
Keemstar wanted to dox him
You've
back.
been stalking us for months or whatever.
God.
But let me reintroduce myself to you. I am Keemstar. All right.
Oh.
I am famous.
I'm Keemstar. I could do whatever I like.
He's so delusional. Like, yes, you've been famous online, but like you're also like kind of aging out of the idiot like market that you created for yourself and have to paint your face with shoe polish and like look crazy to try to keep up with the youngins, and have Brant, causing problems.
I get reported to a million different things, fucking every government thing you could ever report me to. I get swatted at least 20 times a year. This happens every year.
swatted 20 times a year. I think if he got swatted even once, they would have done a whole episode about it. But I also don't know, because I get so many issues on such a micro level. I can't even really imagine being,
Swatting is not good. It's gotten people killed in the past before.
Yeah, it's horrific. And this is just how people know morals or senses online.
I think it was Ian Mouse Chong alluded that he had Andy Borski swatted years ago, and I think his dog got shot. I don't remember exactly, but this was years ago.
Oh, that is so. That is really dark.
Year of my existence online. Not sure if you know that, but I'm also that same motherfucker. The owner of Drombler that played a part in catching a swatter that.
This is so pathetic.
Resulted in a fucking murder, who is now doing 20 years in fucking prison. I'm that guy too, just so you know. And the guy that didn't SWAT in that case, that just passed an address over, he also went to jail.
Yep.
Grim. So
hopefully he stays away.
Oh no, sadly. No, he lost the opportunity of just staying away. This is too far. This is fucking criminal. This is straight up
You're
harassment.
Lalo. I don't do what you do.
People and multiple different people here have been fucked because of him.
Right. So it's going to go further, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. Why would we stop?
Good. No, absolutely. I agree with that.
I agree with that. He is now.
Oh, shocker! I agree with you, Kimster. Whatever you say. These are the stragglers holding on till the end of the cold. They're gonna drink the Kool-Aid.
Absolutely. Make an example, 100%.
Yep.
Yeah, Doc.
And any associates that he has, obviously that will all come out as well. So you're fucked.
I guess he was someone who doxed me and sucks and is a nightmare person. But 2 doxes doesn't make a right. And dude, he has a large audience. It is so fucking irresponsible to just hype them up to do criminal activity. Dude.
There's that one, Josh in Context, 100% real cheese.
No prenup.
Yeah, I'm friends.
I don't think I've ever had any
Josh as
smokers.
well.
I don't think I've seen any. I don't feel like I have. I don't feel like anyone's really pressed me. You know what I mean? No one's really came at me. So how can I fucking...
What's up?
You remember Josh in the LCU when he was a mod?
What was his
a mod in
username?
there when he's Josh, and his profile picture is that donut in the blue background, light blue background.
Was his username Josh?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe I'd
care. No one's even tried.
If you like the chaos, Josh, right?
I do.
And you get involved directly with the chaos, and you're quiet, and you run away, and you keep it hush hush. They're gonna start clocking it.
So you're saying I should stay in the middle?
What I'm saying,
dude, Keemstar. This is what I mean about the great divide, the clustering at the ends of good and evil. It feels like the sick people are really popping off, and he's going full unhinged, and he feels invincible because he has gotten away with a lot, but it's
thing is they're going to start bringing more chaos to you, and it's not going to be fair and balanced. It's going to be bullshit, right? It's going to be based on absolutely nothing.
You pick up your
Lalo, I love dropping beefs and becoming friends with enemies, but you are a liability and you were just plotting harm to me a week ago. So, if I see changed behavior over an extended period of time, if you find God or something, hallelujah, and if you can find some warmth in your heart to be a better person in this world, not
Lalo, you were on a stream yesterday with PC.
And I'm not going to get an art. I suppose if he actually starts pulling up and making more threats, but these people they keep telling each other that I'm doing things I'm not doing. And it's so fucking pathetic.
Yeah, and the only RO you're getting tomorrow is the one against your crazy ex.
Yeah, and for any doubters, hopefully that was made clear by just 0.01% of the messages, not even the worst,
Palette knife, and then work that into meat. Give your meat a good old rub. That's it. Nice and hot.
Whatever you say.
Spicy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, boy.
On you, yes.
That boy from Can't
I think we
Cook.
have a conversation tonight for the most part.
That's all it was.
I think we overuse the word glazing. I think they don't understand
They
what
do
glazing
overuse
is.
the word. We're
Glazing
just
is
sitting
this,
here having a
Q, you're the
conversation.
best. Yeah.
You don't agree with I'm the best host?
No, I do.
You would be
you
happier
ran
if you came
Drama
back as a
Alert.
host.
You're the best host I've ever seen. You're the best host I've ever seen. Oh my god.
Yes.
It is a lay low day, okay?
Yeah.
I want everybody just to buckle in, keep your hands within the cart of the roller coaster, and you will be fine.
You know, they're all
Lolo has been like basically a human weapon to harass me on multiple occasions. But aside from that, and because that's all been in the past for a while, but the issue is he was literally just last week on a phone call with Thorpe's talking about driving to New Haven with Snafu and whoever, you know, to break the restraining order.
Oh, he was in on that? I didn't know he was included in that.
Yeah, he was on that phone call, you know, and he's blocked on StreamYard right now. But the thing is,
yeah.
I honestly would forgive all because I think he's totally fucking brain scrambled. That's why I said go to rehab or something, because whatever you're doing, you're hyped up, you're not well, you're not spiritually connected, you're not psychologically connected to reality. And it's honestly frightening. And it's frightening for you that you're willing to fucking destroy your entire future just so you can be the personal lol cow of the incest family. And are willing to literally put your body on the line multiple times. That's why, but like I said, I really, no, it's only for 1 week. And honestly, Tyler, if you can promise, just if you feel like you need to say crazy shit like that anywhere else, I don't want to have anything to do with that, you know, because I've already let myself lower myself to some of the behavior of these people, and I regret it. And I don't want people in my audience to do that. I don't want anyone to harass anyone or go IRL. I think we should all just set a standard that's fucking ridiculous and just keep things online, because it actually cucks the content at the end of the day, because now I have to get fucking restraining orders on these fucking morons. So it's like, but like that's why I said go to rehab, because you seem strung out, you drink a lot, I don't know, dude. And it's like, yeah, of course I sympathize with drug abuse and being on psych meds, but the fact is that you're plotting like weird shit. It does in fact cuck the content. What, like, sure, you'll get like one exciting clip of getting hit, you know, that everyone forgets about like a week. Well, no, it's pretty, I don't know if anyone forgot about
Maybe
bars here, guys, you know. There are bars that you probably shouldn't go over. Yeah, it's a lay low day, not just for the host. If you're in main chat and you're typing some shit, I mean, it might be over for you. There's been some changes on here.
You'll be on probationary period.
I don't know. No problem, boss. May 1st is looming. We'll get through it. We'll be fine.
I want you and Kimmy to write out a contract and agree to name your firstborn male Keem.
I think you should do it. I think, you know, if he does have a kid eventually, I think you should name it Keem.
Wow. Keem just wants to see how far he can get these people to take his dick down their throats, like, and say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For what? To be his lol cow? It's a fucking cult. Look at these people. Oh my goodness. Actually, Lolo, this is more up your alley of like Lolo, you do realize you are this. Like, you are like this delusional and embarrassing. It's like, I know you think it's, I don't understand your brain, and it's a little interesting, but you cuck the content by taking it too far.
I think that's quite fair. That should be in the contract. It is Keem's universe. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. And you know what? Fuck it. If he wants someone fired at the drop of a hat for no reason.
What a bitch. I empathize. A lot of these people are vulnerable, you know, and they're totally manipulated, but like, is it worth it to dick ride this hard for what, 25% of the super chats on the shows that get less viewers than me? Come on, bro.
Any reason at all? Like, it doesn't matter.
Fuck Grim. Fuck everyone that supports Grim.
I mean, yeah.
Who's fucking crying? It's not me. It's you motherfuckers.
Look at those white
Nightmare
claws.
and Lacey for always butting in and trying to be in the middle of shit, right? Where's that heat for Grim?
True.
There's no accountability. There's no like, oh wait, Grim actually fucked up. He's a retard for that.
Problem, boss.
Yes.
Yes. Keemstar said it. I do.
Yeah. Yes, man.
Yes, man.
Yes, man. Yes to everything. Even if it's wrong.
Yes.
He's in the I don't give a fuck anymore
Thank
mood.
God for this.
I don't need to. I'm still gonna get the views. I'm still gonna get the money. I'm still gonna get the support. because I know my shit is entertaining. So what? Who am I competing with? Who's my competition, Josh? You let me know.
I don't know, actually.
Exactly. Different mode.
Yeah.
Gidgy would not let her talk.
No, that is true. Gidgy was just non-stop railroad. You're right.
This is so ridiculous.
When Wings of Redemption quit, this whole thing was supposed to fall apart, right?
True.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
It's now, so it's like today they were all acting like, oh, I did Grim dirty. And like literally no accountability for what Grim said and how I'm gonna stand up business. Fuck Keemstar. Like, no, that doesn't matter. Keemstar's butthurt and he's just mad and he's trying to ruin Grim's life.
Yeah.
Kelly gets nothing but pandered on this fucking show.
All right.
Oh,
all right, perfect.
Lumpers here.
The man of the hour.
What's the latest gay ops, Lalo?
Can you pause the thing?
I paused.
Oh wait, is it? Okay, sorry, I had the YouTube on. All right, anyway, so I wanted to squash the beef. I think OPC is the bigger target, so to speak, and you need to get the RO. Now, I think you haven't gotten it because you and or your lawyers have not figured out who the hell he actually is, and none of us know, apparently, if that's the case.
No, actually, one of my friends actually did find out who he was. And this happened a while ago because she saw him and was so creeped out by him and like the Thorpes and everything that she did like some massive amount of research. She's super into true crime. And that's how I found out about his like past DUI. People are like, wait, he doesn't drink. Yeah, probably because he's gotten DUIs. It's probably
Well, when did he get it then?
I don't know. I don't remember all the details. Yeah, and Lalo, you're not good at this. We know you're an op. But like I said,
I've been Dr. Grace in like several hours. This is not true.
Oh, wow.
What?
You haven't talked to her in several hours. I'll bet you'll be talking to her again tonight or tomorrow.
Triangulating.
No, she fell off. This is not triangulation. I just want OPC to be cooked, though. So that's what I'm going for. And obviously, I don't have anything personal against you, for starters. And I did find this whole Dalmatian dog thing to be kind of interesting because the guy is unhinged and he won't even stream. So he's my enemy now because he won't even provide content. You know, I'm a pig. I want some, onions and fucking, I don't know, corn starch in my thing. And, he's not providing. So.
Okay. Well, listen, like I said, if I see extended long-term change behavior, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think you're broken and you don't even see the cage that you're in, dog. How many times do you have a death fetish? Do you have a life ruination fetish?
How so?
You keep going back to a bitch who's literally accused you of sexual assault, emailed your school, emailed your family, has turned you into a lockout, gotten you beat up 4 different times. That's not normal.
Well,
that's not normal.
That was kayfabe. It's fun. No, if I'm willing to deal with Grace, I can deal with you as the thing, though. And you're saying, oh, I have to hate Grace and be okay with you. Is that what you're saying?
I have King. The issue is you go in with the little, like you've literally been sent to fuck with me in person. You literally, we've been in physical combat multiple times now. I
haven't done shit. I'm just a bang.
You haven't done shit. I've seen you.
I haven't hurt Ruby at all, dude.
You stalked her when Damius paid you, mate.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
He gave me $100 to go to the bar that you, the crater face, Zeus, and Dalish Rat.
I saw you walking around.
After I said I'm leaving because I'm going to hurt you if I'm in proximity.
And by the way, Zeus is like 6 foot tall, has like 30 pounds on me probably at that point, and like he could kick my ass if it came to that. So I mean, it's not like I was trying to do anything like to assault Ruby. So I mean, that's kind of ridiculous.
The whole point was to try to get me to do something so I could be arrested. Let me just remind you who you work for, buddy, because this is actually real life. I know you're confused, spend too much time online.
I think it's just a big machine.
I don't think it hates you personally. Is that what you're saying? That it hates you personally, or me, or both of us?
Let's say Ruby starts doing some super crazy shit right now on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay with her ending up like her older brother today?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're happy to facilitate that?
If that's what she wants to do, yeah. I don't fucking care. She comes over here with a knife. She acts crazy, like, theoretically.
No, it wouldn't be that. It would be more subtle, right?
Yeah.
they're literally like serial killers and psychotic, incest, abusive people. I don't know why you're so into that. It's deranged. But like they are actually scary people who have literally made it their life mission for me to die like my brother. And when I met you in person, you shoved a laptop in my face while they were screaming that, and you were all too eager to call the fucking police to try to report me. Okay? Go to rehab. Bye. Go to rehab, please. Go to rehab. Go to rehab. Like truly, I am forgiving. And I'm not bringing you back. I'm kicking you from the studio. You're not banned. Because, like, okay, I get, like, content, but I have to not be in proximity to people who are plotting harm to my life and trying to get me arrested. Like, that's...
Yeah, we literally sent him on the stream, on the video, holding the phone up, looking at your stream, trying to find where you were.
Yeah, it's like, P.S., that's criminal, and P.S., I spared you from any kind of going forward with anything legal on you because you're just known to be a simp and slave for the other psychopath. Like, this is real shit.
Yeah,
like,
and he says he hasn't talked to Grace in hours. I bet you he would be on there tonight or tomorrow or in this week. Because he always has one back.
I mean, the thing is, though, like, of all the, like, there is something that is somewhat endearing about him, and that's why we've had him on panel multiple times in the past, and
I don't even know why I said bet money or something, because I just know he's going to be there again.
Well, of course.
He's done it before.
Yeah, no shit. He's not even denying that. I mean, and whatever. I don't care who people watch or what they do. I've never tried to control any of that. That's what the other bitch does. I really could give a fuck. I understand that people who like crazy bitches might watch us both because we collaborated and had a whole huge drama that's extended into legal drama that literally only ended a month ago. Anyway, I mean, Lola's UK conscious, I forget. It's just, I can't, and it's like, I would trust Tommy not to do something. Lalo, I wish, honestly, I do really enjoy not being enemies with people. I like winning people over and having more positive relationships, but he's just not trustworthy whatsoever. And like, this is my real life. I know that's content, but like, it is actually scary when two psychopaths hunt me down in my city over and over and over with the goal of getting me arrested and then actually get me arrested. And thank God the court was able to look at the full footage and determine that they're fucking liars who've been stalking and harassing me for a year and using other people as proxies, But anyway, whatever. I know they live for any kind of reaction from me, so I don't even really want to give them that. Ruby loves, I mean, he's not Two-Face. He's No-Face. There's nothing like, I don't know. I mean, this is my issue though. I forgive people and whatever, and I'm not there at all. I mean, I forgive him in my heart. I really could give a fuck. I don't really have much anger at him. I'm just like, he's just a huge liability. He's a huge, it's just, yeah, but.
Things people will do and go to avoid getting a hobby.
I know, but it's like, it's also just sad. Like, why is he so suicidal?
He's another one of those guys that should be talking crap on TikTok battles. Like, instead of just, I don't know, wasting time on panels simping for.
I mean, it's just the whole situation is surreal. And the evidence, just look it up, people. There's been like 8 Naptown documentaries. Anything crazy thing that's happened there. The thing is, it's like, I don't know, is he a psychopath with like a humiliation fetish that never ever ends?
I just think his hormones are high for Grace or something. That's what I think, and he would do anything for her.
Yeah, and it's really sad, and I don't know, dude. I
think he's fixated and he's afraid to let go of it.
Yeah, it's just, I wish he could heal and act better and have a little bit more humanity to him, but I don't trust it, baby. I don't trust it. But if I saw long-term actual change behavior, like if you got more spiritually connected and started like kind of feeling empathy for other humans and caring about other people, who knows? But like, as of right now, you are the most brain broken person I've ever like. And that's, I get the content aspect. You're brain broken, so it's content, but like, dude, I've gotten in physical battle with Lalo already twice. Like, were you guys talking about before he came on? Ruby is the same Lalo. What do you mean you don't trust him? Why do you need to trust him to use him for content like Grace does? Because first off, I don't like using people as just like tools. And second off, I don't want to, he's literally just an op who will do whatever they say. That's already been proven. He decentralized. He's a non-entity at this time. So everyone just literally pray for him that he can, find his way out before his entire life is absolutely ruined. It's like, why bother going to college if you're going to do all this weird shit? Like, why bother? You're already screwing up your life forever. Like, why not just lean into the drug addiction content and die or whatever? I don't know. I fucking don't know. Even though I don't trust Grace for shit. She accuses everyone she collabs with of sexual assault. So, such a nice lady.
All right.
So don't get pandered.
You're right.
Kelly could go suck a.
Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah,
I guess
go
you
say
can.
it.
A dick.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
It's the lol cow universe. It's
Yes.
motherfuckers that are 100% going to fuck up, right?
Welcome back.
No, it isn't a welcome back, dude.
Oh my gosh.
You
Fine.
kick him off, or
Where'd he go?
No, he left.
He just left.
Oh my goodness.
It's like a different. And look, am I making the best calls?
He'll be back.
Yeah.
I think he thinks
Every
his
single day?
computer's
No.
broken.
No.
He'll be back.
I wouldn't say
I
so.
know I'm not making the best calls. I know that. But I'm trying to figure it out because I'm the first one to do it. No
Yeah.
one's done some shit like this. So I'm just doing the best I can. I'm dealing with whatever
calm
happened
down?
today.
Hello.
You calm down just a little bit. We're taking
Oh,
scenic.
beautiful sunset.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice sunset.
Got a nice North Dakota ending the night there. It's not the
That sounds
prettiest
hot.
backyard there, bud, but it's there. It's a backyard. Can say that. Don't look too close. It might be fucking ugly. No. The thing is this. I don't understand why it turns so dark and abysmal around here.
Oh, it gets. I don't know, dude. That's why I'm trying to really lean into the light.
You want? Have you ever thought of the opposite?
I've already gone down.
I could hear you, but I can't. No,
All
you
the
didn't.
way down.
No, I'm so sick of your pass. I'm so sick of your pass. Okay, how about this? Fuck it. What are we looking for here as fellows? Friends. As friends. Know what I if anybody can walk around the table and say, this is what I'm here for, and come to a at least a conclusion. I can tell you guys why I come back to you people. I can hear gamer. I can hear like the delay on my fucking.
I don't
Hold
hear
on.
gamer.
I can hear it. One second.
Oh my goodness.
Delay on my fucking.
I don't.
There. Okay, so we obviously do this every day. You were the. If you guys want me to start, what I'm trying to bring up is this: is Ruby was somebody that had Celebrity Sunday every week. We would at least, even though we were psychopaths, we had a spot to come fuck the dog, right? It was usually like places where it was community, like shit posting, or like we all were buddies and like, oh my god, did you see so and so do this, that, and that, and then we'd just jump on panel together, we'd fight or hang or whatever. Then she got kind of trolled into being where she is now, which is fine, I guess. And it frustrates me.
What, trolled into what?
Like your spam foreman, where was he?
He joined backstage.
I don't talk about him. Don't bring me up with him.
He just joined backstage, and I instantly banned him because it's like,
yeah, he's not my friend,
dude.
That's
Like
not a person I talk to.
you're so unwell and sick, and like, yikes, dude.
Yeah, he's not my anything. Yeah. No, if me's getting weird on panels or here, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure I'm one of the most human. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I come off as like the most like I get goofy, but like I wrangle it in way more proper than a lot of people do, and I don't really fucking go goofy. It's just
help these confused young men. Like, it's like I do forget a lot, and I don't like. I would, if he could be a normal person, it would be a different.
You've said that, but you've how long have you said that, Ruby? You've said that almost since we've started this whole thing. Stevie probably knows. You've brought up how you let men or people like show up and be whoever they were. Like you and I, whatever the fuck. It was never actually whatever the fuck, but it's frustrating to me as being a actual human out here doing shit and like just living my life and kind of like wanting to be regular. And then it turns into you meet these people, you think they're normal, and then it gets normal, or they'll be normal, and then it turns into fucking this wacky shit.
Yeah. We need to just raise the bar. It's like, people say whatever the fuck you want.
Well, you raise the so what drives me nuts about you raise the bar. Oh my gosh, this dog wants to look at this dog. Jesus, can you hear it?
I can hear the squeaking.
Yeah.
Where's the
Where's
doggy?
the squeaky little doggy?
Where is he?
Ran away.
What is it? No, it's right. Why is it my camera the wrong way?
Was there a dog?
No, I'm backwards. I'm going backwards. There. Look at it.
Is that
you see him under the door?
I think I see him.
Yeah. He's trying his ass off to get under that fucking door. He's pissed, dude. This guy is mad.
Very cute. Very
This
cute.
guy's pissed.
Don't let Lala do his baby face turn Ruby. He's done being a heel. I mean, if I saw it changed behavior, but it was literally just a week ago. He was planning on linking up to come back here to harass me in my real life.
True. Yeah.
Like,
there's the hurricane
he was going
thumbnail.
to break a restraining order to come harass me.
Who made that?
Oh, I forget.
I think that's Speak Radio that made that.
Was it
That's nice.
I like how you're just popping out of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Stevie coded. That's Stevie coded all day.
Dude, that is.
He always like falls out of his like fucking background. Whatever your green screen is.
Speak, I think, who did it.
Yeah, I'll never say this. I'm not gonna say like you have a Temu green screen, but your green screen is crazy. Sometimes your face pops out of it.
Oh, I definitely do not have a green screen. I just have like the default
filter
like,
thing?
StreamYard thing.
Sure.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, Tommy, we want some good family. What?
Yeah. Some
My
family
grill?
grill.
We got the grill right here, boys.
The
Grill's right
barbecue,
here.
we call it in the UK. That's the barbecue.
It's dirtier than a motherfucker. Really.
What have you been cooking on that barbecue lately?
Dude, are these girl pants? Hold on, are these girl pants? Would you call this girl
think they're
pants?
cool.
It doesn't matter
They're
if
just
they
this
are
whole
or
flashy,
not.
stylish.
Yeah,
King
dude.
still, he's on Kick. His channel got fucking nuked. There's been so many nuked channels lately. It's like, actually,
All right.
so people are reporting.
My daughter, I got told they were girl pants. I was like, fucking, a man can't wear a leopard.
Well, it doesn't matter if you wear them or not.
Oh, here comes the bully.
What?
Bully.
Terry's here.
He said,
Okay.
"What the fuck are those pants?"
Yeah, I know. They're wild. They're a bit. There's something. Look at this. Look at this.
Flashy and fun and serving
The-
visual.
The stripes go in.
People put no effort in visual. It's crazy.
Ontario
even know.
struggles to put pants on every morning.
No, he's a good kid. He's a good guy. So another thing I did. God, my kitchen. Look how disgusting this is. Okay, hold on.
Dude, mine's worse. YouTube AI banning channels. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
dude, that is
Annoying.
true. No, it is.
That's called, you know what that is?
What?
King's Hawaiian French toast. Dude.
Ooh.
I did that
I had
earlier.
a channel
Then I'm
removed a
shredding
couple
some
years
chicken.
ago from
Just
AI.
shredding some chicken. It's not bad. I'm just fucking. I was like, what am I gonna do with these leftovers? No, I'm fucking back to bachelor fucking time. The kid was here. We fucking overate. I made a McFlurry. She said it tasted like fucking. She goes, "Why'd you serve me water with cookies and cream?" And I was like, "Yeah, just a
Oh,
fucking
what? It's a McFlurry. It's a
I was
McFlurry.
like, that's what I said. That was the homemade McFlurry.
Yeah.
It's not big.
All right. I want to watch the rest of
I
it.
called her an Edward, but Ruby, I called her an Edward, and because of you though.
No,
no.
Just because I say it doesn't mean it's okay. Do as I do.
I was like this. You are a fucking little N-word.
Probably. All right, I want to watch it, but
Probably.
I'm officially hungry and going to start wrapping up in the near future.
Starving. I'm starving.
I am like literally. I just had like a little cookie. I need.
Well, and then you eat crazy. Okay, know what I've been getting ashamed about? I've never been to a Dunkin'.
Sorry.
What was that?
Sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Ever been to a Dunkin'? I mean, you're not missing much.
I've never. No. There's no Dunkins where I'm at.
Oh yeah, it's more of like an East Coast thing. I'm just they have
No, they're in the
big
Midwest,
coffee.
No, there's
I went
not.
to Starbucks today, actually, though. So
There's Dunkins over in this country.
Yeah,
is there? Gotta make the donuts.
Yeah.
oh, send some over there.
Dude, know what's my favorite? How'd you do the one finger hand thing? One more time so I remember it. Oh, the thumb and the. I like it.
Yeah, it's like a. It's
Stevie,
like
Stevie, that's don't do the blood. Yeah,
also,
we know
someone
that.
named Dalmatian dog is in the back, and I'm obviously not going to let them up.
No, don't let that guy up.
Why is
Not a chance, no. And D-Dog, pretty soon you will get arrested if you contact me.
for sure. Ruby, real quick, so we can get I hate bringing this up, and I'm not trying to get like gooner material going, but can you please take the jacket off?
Well,
I'm serious.
I've done that naturally, but now
I love that. I love that top because I know the top is sleeveless. You have a sleeveless top on,
It's a little sleeveless turtleneck
and it's
top.
pretty. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. You have a really pretty top on, but when you have it with that, it like changes it fully.
I'm trying to be more demure, you know.
It's fine. It's fine. I won't bring up. Oh yeah. And then another thing is, do you still even have the treadmill?
I have an elliptical, yeah.
Or whatever with the.
I don't
Because
need
you know
it.
I'm still mad
walk
about.
like 80 miles a day.
I'm mad about the chaps still.
I actually almost thought of wearing them because I was wearing a skirt today.
Yeah,
so
I will fucking
maybe
headbutt
next.
I'll headbutt you. Don't ever. Nope. When I come to New Haven, because of Get Crack. Oh, hold on. Here's another Get Crack secret.
What?
Get Crack bought me plane tickets to get anywhere I want to get, and that's why I can come to New Haven tomorrow for $5.
I would be down for a collab.
See that Get Crack? I can do these things, brother. And we still have a year. He's like, TK, I was like, Ruby and I going to Catholic churches or like going looking at these churches or Yale and all that skull and bone stuff that I'm interested
there's
in.
a lot of cool stuff in New Haven.
Because I want to go to the witch stuff. I want to go to the witch. I want Stevie to be there and we go to witch hunting.
Oh,
there is like there's a like.
I know there. I looked already.
Actually, no, I do a lot of genealogy. I got a lot of ancestors.
Do you?
And like
Okay, so you guys already know that I'm like a super nerd when it comes to like even getting fantasized with stair steps. They'll be like, oh my god, stairs! Ooh, Tommy's super happy.
Dude, you'll love. I mean, I'm still every day wake up. It feels like I live like in a movie set because it's just.
You really do. I look because there's a place that starts with a B, like Berbacus or some shit, or Basius or Bazaris. I don't know. It's like you have a crazy church or a library. There's a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
you
we have a
so
lot.
many things. I was crazy. I was
Also, I mean, you would love the bookstore. We do have, and I was like,
for sure.
I didn't want to file the occult stuff, and then I was like,
Yeah.
well, this reminds me of TK. He would probably be into
I
this.
don't-
And I was like, you know what? This is kind of like harm reduction too, because I could just get it out of the store.
Oh my
and
god!
someone who's already into it.
Well, okay, with me too. With me is, I don't think it's dark. Like I assume you. I don't think that you really think that stuff's dark.
I believe it to the bottom of my heart, truly.
Really?
Yeah, I'm full blown, dude. Full blown, and that's why I truly
Yeah,
like.
it's dark.
And Gamer does too. It's not a bit like we're like actually don't do Ouija board. Don't do spells. Like I
Okay,
believe
I don't do.
demons
I've
now,
never done
all
a spell.
that.
I've never done a spell.
You know
I've
the
never done-
rapture's coming, and you still have the
What
option
the
of going
rapture
to heaven.
mean?
It means literally it is the end times.
Okay, fine. I don't even know. You guys make it so hard to even
Don't
talk.
let that guy upon your.
Who?
Don't.
No, absolutely not. No.
Oh my god, Mulaney's here. Mulaney showed up.
Mulaney. Melanie is a chat icon. I want to finish watching this very.
How is she a chat? What? Hold on. Do you realize she can't be a chat icon when
She
she's
is a chat
under
icon.
my? I made her.
Oh my god! False. No, she's
Really?
she made herself a chat icon.
Okay, that's crazy.
It's just true.
So I miss you, Mulaney. I don't see you in any of my chats either anymore, but she got my number.
Combat.
Don't talk about us. We can't talk about
The rapture was proven.
the
made up, but it's
rapture was
not
proven.
correct.
Can I read?
I don't know if that would be.
This is my guy, this Dashton. Can I read it?
I like that. Yeah, go.
Yeah, I'm a Dashton guy. Okay, the rapture was proven made up, but it's cool story either way. The one world wannabe ruler is our government, apparently. Fucking Dashton, dude. Are you following? Are you sub to his channel?
Yeah, I really like that.
Don't thumbs up
I
me.
think they're onto something. I think they have like I don't know. They're definitely seem like they're spiritually connected and have interesting ideas. Obviously, I don't.
No, you're just rambling. You're hungry.
No,
you need avocado toast.
Thing.
Actually, you're done.
Rapture is back.
realized something.
Okay, all right. When I say the rapture, I just mean like the end times, not the. I forget the distinction. No, not like the movie. I guess yeah. I meant just like end times, return of Jesus, the world ending.
Okay, fine. Okay, so we'll get rid of the
Local, AI, nuclear, solar, everyone. We need to start prepping.
If Get Crack really has money, he'll give you tickets to go to England and go ghost hunting with Gamer.
How cool.
know what Get Crack is? A clown.
No! You just said he bought you a plane ticket. Now you're calling him a
I don't care. No, you didn't buy me a plane ticket. You fucking. He's just a dick, dude. Is what he is. He's a buster. You ever know what a buster is?
Is it bus?
No, you're never gonna say. No one's ever gonna say because he's such a. He's a pioneer. He's a pioneer around here. But know what else? TK will expose Get Crack. Get Crack's a jerk. No, he's a jerk. He hurt my feelings. How's that? No, how about this? How about this? Tommy has feelings.
Yeah. Confirmed.
Right? You guys might never thought that.
As well.
And Get Crack hurt my feelings. And for that, I'll never. You know what? I gotta go. I'm about to cry. That's fine. I hate all you guys. Gobbled's here. Gobbles hurts my heart.
Oh
Malignan's here. No, I can't. I can't. You guys know it's always been a great stream when I come here, but I know now that it's sometimes I should just cook and stay where I just feel. NDR's here. Look at all the guys, Burgesses. I missed all you. I'll have a great stream.
You mean very much to me.
very I mean, I think yeah, it's been a very strong panel. I just want to finish up this video and then I need to go find some substantial food situation because I did not have dinner.
I'm gonna deal with it, and I'm just trying to navigate something that has not been navigated before. Bro, this dude, as a man, he challenged me to stand on business. Listen,
As a man.
I do, man. I do. Yeah. I got
Kylie, I know she's one of the boys, but she can't get this. You have a dick.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a dick. This man challenged me to stand on business.
Yes, he directly pressed you. He directly pressed you. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
I mean, it makes sense. You know, if someone does directly challenge you, I mean, what are you going to do? Like, everyone, like, you really think about it. And I'm talking to the viewers as well. Like, you really think about it. If a man directly challenges you, I'm going to stand on business. You're going to say, fuck you. I agree with that.
As a man.
Oh my god.
Show, look how cracked, and said, stand on business. Fuck you, Keemstar.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got to defend myself.
Yes.
I got to stand on business. He challenged me to stand on business. I must stand on business. Grim will never be in the LCU ever again because he challenged me to stand on the business.
I see your point. If you let someone fuck with you and you're a leader, everyone else is going to think, oh, I can fuck with him too. And they're going to jump on that bandwagon and they're going to fuck with you more. You know what I'm saying? So
oh my gosh.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes,
dude, that was a really funny edit. That makes me kind of want to watch one more of their edits and then actually.
It's one of those MLG things that one of those gangsters that you see on MLG. You ever heard of MLG?
I don't think I've. No, I don't.
Oh, that was a thing back in the early 2010s.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I saw it.
You're just
I am very sorry. Or what makes you think I'm not sorry?
because in the future you're just going to be selfish again and only care about you and what people are saying in chat about you. And you're not
because Keem is so unaffected by chat. He was like making fun of someone for like an age gap relationship, and I made a comment like, wait, isn't Brantley like a teenager? Or I said she was like 19 or something. It wasn't like implicating anything, but he lost his mind and then like challenged me to come on the show and say it to his face, which I did, and then he kicked me off the show. It was classic Keem versus Ruby content.
treat your co-host with any respect whatsoever, and you're going to interrupt them, and you know it's just going to be more of the same.
Good morning, LCU. This is Local Cash. I am your host, Glammy Lay. I am here today. This is a morning. It is a morning. We have yet another casting change going on. We've got lots of change coming. It's cash change. It's cute. You know it's cute. I know it's cute. You know it's cute.
Look at her background picture there.
The newest addition to Cash.
Casinos.
It is Pesci. What's up? I've got questions. Hello. We've got Big Murph up at the top. We love Big Murph. She is awesome. She is amazing. She is here. And we have Pesci as our newest host.
Good morning.
How's it going,
guys?
There's a lot of energy for the morning, I know. So we collected you from gay.
Oh my.
So are you gay reformed? Is that what's going on?
Well, the show was never about gay guys, like Keem said. It was just about.
It was just funny.
He said never pay attention to the titles of the show.
It was just funny.
Oh, we're going members only?
Well, because I have to be. We don't want anything to happen. I'm waiting for a mod. I know.
Oh, you could have made me moderator.
When you even
I
appeared
don't know
in their
you.
chats, did they switch
I know
it to
you, but I
members
don't know
only
you.
as well?
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot because
Yeah.
of backlash, but I guess also that idiot Grimm's posting docs. Like, oh my god, Keem lives for some asshole like that, some easy target. Like he lives for that. Come on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess
go
what I
again.
imagined.
But
Grim Galleries
yeah.
might have been
So
working
how
for
come
Keem
you're
himself, like doing that in people's Discords, so he could actually make their Discord a red list Discord. That's what I imagined.
Yeah, it's just
not on gay, and you came here. So what's up?
Honestly, I don't know why I was taking off gay.
That's what I
I guess
thought.
they basically said
Not
something. They used the
posting
word
this
wrangler.
information,
They just
Keem.
said they wanted someone who could wrangle better.
I thought.
I mean, that's just how I was. Change happens here all the time, and you just kind of got to deal with it, I guess. I mean, I wasn't happy about it, but it wasn't like I had a decision.
I mean, you do.
You weren't happy
are
about
a
it?
free
Murph
man,
and I are
right?
great.
Well, no, I wasn't happy about it because I got along with Iceman and Albert. You know what I mean?
I beg to differ. You decided to pick sides quite quickly.
I wasn't taking Albert's side. I was taking Albert's side when Iceman was talking about shit he wasn't supposed to be talking about. You know what I mean? It wasn't a matter of Me and him got along fine. I was the one that got him on the show. I was the one who said, Keem, can we bring him back? It was at 5 a.m.
Yeah. Something is not jiving with his and my sound. When he goes, the echo stops. When he jumps in, the echo happens. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Thank you so much, though. We appreciate
me
it.
run OBS, Glammy. You're not really good at running OBS.
No, thanks. I'm not giving anybody the keys. No, thanks. I'm not giving anybody the keys. Sorry.
And what are you talking about? You said you're waiting for a mod to show up. What the hell does that even mean?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's Glammy things. Yeah, so
you're not giving
I
anybody
bet
the
I could
keys.
run OBS better than these
I don't know
people.
what the trajectory
You
is.
do everything
like,
better than
casting
these
wise.
people. Like it's
what?
dire.
Yeah, but that's normal here.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's Glammy
but
things. Don't worry about
I
it.
think Pesci is just like trying to help out. That's all.
Oh, I know. I know. It's Glammy things. Don't worry about it.
Because in the future, you're just going to be selfish again and only care about you and what people are saying in chat about you. And you're not going to treat your co-host with any respect whatsoever. And you're going to interrupt them. And, you know, it's just going to be more of the same.
Anyway, but yeah, so the last episode I saw of you and Albert and Iceman on Gay, there was something about you guys were arguing about a sandwich. What was that about?
Oh my God.
A sandwich.
All right. Thank you guys for joining the panel. I'm going to start wrapping up. Do a little
All right, can I say, make sure you like and subscribe to me, Gamer of the Damned, and follow me on Kick, because I've also got a sub button on Kick now.
Yes, yeah, give him a
Yep.
follow. He does good gaming streams, panels
Mhm.
sometimes,
Mhm.
Celebrity Sunday pre-show. So you
Mhm.
definitely need to be
I'm getting a new Friday. I might be testing a new Friday show the next week, this Friday. Yeah.
awesome. Look at us, we're making moves.
Yeah.
We're making moves. All right. Well, thank you for coming on, Gamer. Stevie, always a pleasure. And then there was one. Just the typical, had to do a little bit of laughing at Keemstar's disasters. Like, it's anti-creativity. It's not a lack of creativity. It's like, it's randomness would be more interesting. Just randomness. But it's like anti-creative. It's anti-content. It's literally unwatchable, but hallelujah for these clip sites that can at least make it semi-interesting. That edit of the yes Keem Yes Man thing was fucking very funny. But yeah, before I leave, don't forget Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, I will be joining the Quadfather, and I'll post some links to that. And then on Saturday, I'll be doing the first episode of my new show with S.J. Thompson, who is the Catholic professor I used to debate. We're going to be doing just like a monthly show talking about spirituality, current topics, our different perspectives. We've each had our own unique journeys. I really enjoyed talking with her. And I think it's an interesting way that things have played out, like we talked and debated like years and years ago, modern day debate. And then we had like one catch-up conversation because I wanted to tell her like, I actually did change my views on like sex work, not that I'm against anyone who does it. It's just, my opinions kind of evolved on that, so I thought it was interesting to talk to the people who I used to debate on the topic, and just kind of reconnect. But I was still like, agnostic atheist. So a lot can change. And yes, TK, I truly, truly believe this to the bottom of my soul. That's why I'm willing to act and sound crazy, because I would like for people to experience what I've experienced. And like I said, the new drug for me is sobriety. I feel like I'm on the superior drugs. The new drug for me is prayer. It just is where I'm at, people. Verse of the day from my Bible app. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. Working on the self-control, as always. Blech. Yeah, I think we basically got into everything. I think that Clavicular is the saddest man in the world right now. I think I shouldn't say rapture, because I mean just end times. I know there's like different theories about like everyone's gonna get taken up, and then there's like I think I'm just kind of mixing up terms. And I don't fucking know, dude. Still on 6 though, baby steps. Yes. Well, when I moved to my apartment, which is happening, like I'm in the process of that, not going to be smoking inside. So I think that'll be a big difference. Thank you so much, Melanie. I just got this headband today. I went to that little like K-pop store because I hate, I'm growing my bangs out. I think I'm going to just do that because it's just too fucking annoying. They're crazy. They don't make sense right now. But the headband makes it make sense. So, all right, let me see if there's anyone on. Oh, maybe opioids make sobriety easier. Well, I'm in a constant state of methadone withdrawal, but when I was on no opiates in rehab, I felt fucking amazing. And I feel better the less opiates I'm on, the less medication I'm on. I'm off my sleep meds. I'm going down on everything. Okay, baby? Oh. I mean, I just get a lot of stuff from thrift stores. And also my neighbor has gifted me like tons of clothes. So I try to wear different outfits because I think that's important in content to kind of show you're a doomer merchant. I'm not selling shit, people. I ain't selling shit. But I will describe reality as I perceive it, as I always have. And my views have changed. I've become incredibly locked in and had such profound results in my personal life. It's really hard not to share on my channel where I basically share everything, So that's, I don't know, that's where I'm at. I'm not a teacher. I'm not, I obviously am very new to a lot of things. The driver's license. Well, I did have the permit test scheduled, but then that was the day that me and Lo broke up. So I just did not go to it. So, but obviously that'll be more of a priority. We have all the time in the world. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that Janus, the anus, who threatened to report me or something. Are you cool now? Did you get that out of your system? Because literally nothing happened because there's nothing to report me for. But anyway, distusity is sounds like a cool word though. All I know is that when I read the Bible, the words are like fire inside of my heart and eyes. Okay, so yeah, I'm rebanning you. Thank you for being honest, I guess. But don't do that. I love how the people from the most toxic communities are okay with that, but then we'll come over here and police every little thing I do. Oh, I love this streamer.
That's what my father just said to me. Through Jesus, the Son. He just said that. I am with you, and I.
You guys can't even see what I'm showing you right now, but I'm just gonna see if I have a. I'll see if UJ is still alive because he was doing a stream. It would be nice to send to him because I really enjoyed our conversation and I appreciate him making the time to come on. And I highly recommend that people go and subscribe to him, check out his posts. He does some really cool panels. Yeah. So let's see. My stomach hurts. I'm starving. I forget to eat. Customization. Redirecting. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sending over to UJ, and I'll see you over there in the chat. Maybe I'll pop on later if he's still on. And have a beautiful night. Hallelujah. Even if you're not into God and religion and stuff, I do think it's a good time to just take care of your mental health, people. That's coming from me. I've learned through every hard way. But it's been more of a priority lately. Yeah. Distrucity is a truce between. Oh, wait, I thought you meant Destiny the streamer because of my psychotic break. Oh, Distrucity. I mean, I don't know. I just feel very happy about where my life is right now. And how I've been feeling. I've been having a lot more positive emotions, and it's crazy, and it's the less medication I'm on, the more connected I feel to God and to love and to loving everyone. Even the people who hate me, I still have some love for them, and my ideal outcome, even for the worst of the worst, is if they could just stop being the worst and just don't stalk. All right. And D-Dog, you are getting restraining order. That means when you contact me again, you will be arrested again for stalking. So anyway, thanks for tuning in.